Anton became a monster in a dream.
What the f? What the f did I do?
How the hell does he end? Okay.
Who is shooting? Who the f got the blicky?
You gotta turn up. You gotta embrace the bunny now, bruh. These niggas is here to eat, bruh. They got the meats. It's Arby's. December 5th, 2025 marks officially the day that the last episode of Tiny Bunny has came out. I don't give a f about whatever the hell you got going on December 5th. It can be your grandma's birthday. Get her out. Nigga, Santa Claus just came in town waiting for December 25th for Christmas. Shoot that in the head. Kwanzaa could be on this day. Boy, f you.
Say it with me, guys. December 5th is Tiny Bunny Day. Tiny Bunny Day.
Peace, y'all. It's your boy JC. Come on, dap me up. It's been a minute.
What?
Tiny Bunny gang, Russian gang, Привет, Kakti. How we doing, y'all? Welcome back to Tiny Bunny episode. You can count that. We don't need language to understand that is. Anyway, we are in peak fiction. This is peak fiction. Shout out to everyone in the community, Russian gang, everybody who still watches this channel, because the channel's dead. You guys will surely be still here, you know, after Tiny Bunny, after we finish Tiny Bunny content, right? We got a lot to get into, and quite frankly, I don't have a lot of time. I'm recording this at the most terrible times of times. This year, if you guys watch my update video, you already know this year has been really hella stressful in my personal life. Next year is when I'm gonna like really be able to do videos and really go full throttle. If you guys want to skip to the time stamps to the video to the game, go ahead, but this is Yapathon. So much has happened. If you guys haven't watched the previous videos, I have done some Tiny Bunny content. There's been some teaser trailers, there's been some theories, there's been so much. And I've been rewatching my playthrough of Tiny Bunny. I haven't fully finished it. I just got up to episode 4, but I feel like I'm still on track with a lot of things. So we're gonna get into theories. We're gonna get into all of that stuff. I wanna let this known that I was checking Tiny Bunny's Instagram or Discord server, and they did let us know your old saves may be lost, but this is a technical point we cannot influence in any way. We apologize for the inconvenience caused. This error is very easy to fix. Start from the game for blah, 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 blah. If anyone knows, I did an alternate route where I was trying different saves, so I'm not gonna lie, it's been like 2+ years. I don't even know how my save data looks like. We're gonna have to restart it anyway, but I'm gonna pick options that would be original to my route and what I done. And what I plan on doing is that after we finish episode 5, we will try to play all the other possible endings, outcomes, all the other parts we can from the game. Milk this sad ass cow. I mean, this beautiful, bodacious cow. And then we're gonna try to see if we can get any different alternative endings, whatever. You guys already know the drill. Sub up. I don't know, bruh. I'm depressed. As per usual, you guys know the drill. If you watch the series, if you watch the Tiny Bunny videos, I always read your comments. So if you guys want to comment your thoughts and theories, or if you want to hit me up through Instagram, Twitter, Discord. By the way, we have a Discord server. It's dead also. It's more dead than the channel, which at least I'm happy that one thing's more dead than the other one. You know, we take our L's. I will say that if you do join, I don't want to force anybody to join. I just want people to know that if you want to join and interact or whatever, then please check the links in the description. The Discord will lead you to our theory section. Game theories, you can make any sorts of theories, anime, games, whatever. And so, but yeah, we have Tiny Bunny, and essentially, we've been chatting. Shout out to Chad. That is an actual Chad, Giga Chad. We're gonna be trying to read through comments, and I got my own theory. This person has been kind of like making some theories as well as everyone else. So there's a lot of things that's going on in Tiny Bunny that we need to know just before, as a precursor, before we get into episode 5. We gotta be cognizant of, so we can be awake, be woke. Hey, that's me, half of the video. Yes, thank you. You were W content. I will not be reimbursing you the monetization from the video because there is nothing from the video. I literally made 1 cent from that video, so you're welcome, chat. Unless you want me to donate you your 1 cent, there you go. But the book is way simpler. It's like an hour listen in audiobook form, and it was made to contest in which books, novels had to be short, I think. So there really isn't anything to confirm though, the book through the book, so I don't base it on that. The larger part of my message was basically confirm things, I guess you could say, view it as theories, but we don't see it quite literally in game. Okay, well, I think for me, it's like theories cannot be really truly confirmed to be true until they're applied in practice. So like if we see that there's some theories that we have that are confirmed in the game, then that's where I'm going off of. This is where I want to know. I misspelled in the theory, my bad. I meant Roma is talking about what was meant in, and then I missed again in the Roma instead of Anton. So I meant it was a way to traumatize Anton. So I rephrase the theory because I don't think it's a big deal. Because I do think it's a big deal. When we go to the black garage with Roma, he mentions Mavova's mitten that he wouldn't know about. The only people that knew about it are the animals, specifically Elisa. When we meet her dog, gives us the second mitten. Yep, that is true. Oya, who tells Anton about the mitten, and Anton himself. The developers were asked about it and they said it's not an error in the writing, so we know it's intentional. Yeah, there's a lot of, I definitely believe that that's true. The theory says that Roma was placed or is shapeshifted animal. Either way, either before we meet him in the forest when Biasha runs off after seeing the garage. No, we don't take Biasha with us. If we don't take Biasha with us and he doesn't distract us, the garage isn't there. That would be that Roma didn't accidentally start the meat grinder and kill Katya, but it was intentional and perhaps a way to traumatize Anton. No, right after this, we get the meeting with the animals when we were jumping and it's colorful. It would seem that as the path where we save Katya with the help of the police officer, as she's seen in his car, we'll be going to the police station instead of inside the garage to the displeasure of the doppelganger. So we were to assume that this wasn't the real Roma, or like there was a doppelganger dude that was kind of mysterious walking around, that one dude, or I don't know what you mean. Yeah, so we gotta, I guess I gotta know what you mean by like the doppelganger. Right when Anton wants to leave, Roma just so happens not to want to walk out empty-handed and wants to check out the glove box or whatever, but he still thinks it's a car until opening it. He also named out some of the theories. So the pill theories, let's establish some facts. Animals are real, they interact with other people. Karitone talks about them and their names. The animals eat kids. Again, episode 4 confirms all of this pretty clearly. Now, what are Anton's pills for? Well, a common theory it was schizophrenia or some other common mental disability, which that's something I pointed out in my own notes when I was rewatching the episode. Elisa, when we don't eat the meat, she says something along the lines, the pills taking us off the fun or like dreamlike path. It's very probable the pills somehow block the effects of the animals on Anton's mind, meaning they could come from a physical thing. Pills wouldn't really stop magic. It almost feels like the pills are more intentional. Maybe Karina knows more what she's letting on. I don't know. I'm just wondering if the mother giving Anton the pills is more intentional to shield him from all the spirits or like the animals from possessing. I'm wondering if they also got possessed at a earlier date before all of this. You've seemed pretty confused about the comment mentioning Polina's amulet, so here you go. If we choose Polina over Elisa, she presents us with an amulet of some sort of claw or finger. That was from her grandpa, who we know we got it from some shaman. The bear's hand is bandaged up and he complains about it hurting. This is a parallel between the bear and Semyon, but we know Semyon's finger is severed. But this was used to theorize about the animals being the kids. Yeah, but I think his hand hurts because it's what is on the amulet. Basically, when the animals visited in Karitone's time, he or the shaman managed to hurt the bear and turn his finger into an amulet. Interesting. That's not okay, that makes a lot of sense. This could be a sign of some time moving different for animals, since that was 60 years ago and his finger's still hurting and is recovering. Maybe the 30-year pauses the animals experience faster in like Interstellar or something. And we also know for sure that the amulet is magical and does work. If we take it, Roma becomes some sort of animal and doesn't kill us. This theory, the adoption theory, states that Oya and Anton are adopted based on this evidence. Their hair color was different to their parents. Keraton talks about Anton's real name. When we come to Polina's, he doesn't let us go and becomes aggressive because of this point. He could have meant in a literal sense. Anton's real name is in the name he was given at birth and not his parents' surname. Okay, what would the adoption theory service though? The theory has more of a radical version. Saying the kids aren't adopted but kidnapped. As we know, Anton's mom is extreme reaction to the guy with the busted lip being here. The most popular explanation is that it's one of the gangsters that Anton's dad was escaping from, but this theory says the busted lip guy isn't actually Anton and Oya's real father. Since Anton is way older than Oya, he should remember when they were kidnapped. Playing the meds and Anton's mom shoves down his throat, actually supposed to make him forget specifically that his younger years and the kidnapping could be extremely traumatic in it itself. Hoping to forget. But then also the pills could probably has more. I mean, the theory about the pills being like a protection block from the animals seem more close just because of the fact that we have Elisa saying something relative to the pills in general. And everything's intentional, right? So there's a reason why he's taking those pills. So I feel like the animal theory with the pills like being kind of like an anti-animal reflection coat or something, magical anti-amulet reflection coat. I really feel like those will be more serviceable towards the plot. But I mean, this makes sense. There is probably another reason what is going on with the father dealing from like dudes that he's escaping. Like, we gotta know how this ties into the main plot. I'm sure it does. I'm sure everything is tied into it. We just need to connect it. There is one more version of this theory saying that Karina is the kid's biological mother, but the father is the busted lip guy. Specifically through the first ending, we know Anton's father's name is Boris, but we haven't heard Karina mention his father by name. Maybe busted lip is Boris. So are we saying that we don't know like the actual this dude? I mean, they don't even have his name on here compared to Karina. Okay, Keraton, let's see. Some theories say he's a literal master of the woods, or his rule, he mannequin kills. Keraton is a puppeteer, interested in folklore and facts about old Slavic culture and whatnot. We obviously know this from all the info dumping and whatnot. 30 years ago, when the cycle hit, he knew about the stories about the tribe that he tells us. He figured that through his extensive knowledge that it was these folklore creatures behind it. Now they were divine. He's probably some superhero. Now the most damning evidence is actually what happens to him in Polina. Polina's parents aren't there anywhere to be seen in the game. Basically, the big bad goat sent out his troopers to kidnap them and injure Keraton. As we know, the Master of the Woods rules over all the animals, and Keraton was attacked by dogs. But only makes sense it's because of him. All this crazy shit made him insane, and he's really into this folklore shit. He gets really aggressive with Anton because he knows that it's time when the animals come. He's suspicious of Anton, which might be right. He says scurly. I don't know how it is in English, but he tries to sort of ritualistically scare away Anton, maybe to bring out the bunny in him. I mean, I guess he is kind of like anti-animal, so I guess that would make sense to him being against Anton since he's already somewhat possessed by the bunny. Okay, I'll read these throwaway facts later because I'm not gonna lie, we already like 30 minutes in, but I shout out to you, Chad. I'm going to we're definitely gonna get into this, bruh, because like we got so much to do. Yo, shout out to some of y'all in these comment sections watching. Look, man, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Squawk with how kind the animals were being in chapter 4. The game comes off to me as not being able to put your whole trust in people, and some will do whatever it takes just to ensure they get ahead of you. It also presents itself for how kids at a young age are far less experienced with the world, and it shows how evil people betray them and start using them. honestly want one of the endings to be Anton dying, so it creates a profound moral of the dangers at hand with a lot of kids' lives. Yeah, it really shows that dynamic of like, these kids are so young and they don't know what the hell's going on, and they're being used and taken of their innocence. I mean, even the fact that we saw that, like, I don't know if it's an illusion yet. That's another thing that I'm curious on, like Olya's body's ripped in half. I don't know, bro. Let's get into it, y'all. Are y'all ready, bro? I've been hearing this is gonna be the worst episode yet when it comes to the gruesomeness. Hey, bro, don't get taken off of Steam, bro. I don't know what is the recommendations, the terms of service, but goddamn, Tiny Bunny. So you guys can see, I don't know where the what ending is what. All right, episode 1. So what are we doing here? Do we hide? This was like when we were hiding our book or something. Put the book, put it on the side. Okay, let's keep skipping through this. All right. Okay, this is the jump scare, I think. Y'all remember that? All right, so what we're doing right now is we're just gonna get our original save. We're just gonna try to do all the options that I would pick. We're just gonna do our own playthrough, and then we'll come back, like I said, to do different options and whatnot. So in terms of this, I forgot what I did. Do you guys remember what I did? I think I tried to take it. I decided to take the Lonely Mint for the branch. Oh, what the Bova. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I did remember trying to take it, and then to us it looked bloody, but to her it wasn't just a regular mitten. And then we took our pills because she thought we were going crazy. All right, so this is episode 2. Episode 2 gets a little bit more juicy. We meet Elise. Okay, so in the original playthrough, I believe I take the candy. So we take the candy, start diluting. This is the dude, the weird dude. Why is he just there? Okay, we fight back because I don't like this. Get your big ass on my face. We meet Paulina. All right, so y'all know I went after Paulina, nigga. I ain't worried about this. All right, the Goonies pull up. Remember that Paulina had that weird devilish grin when they kicked the dog? We understood that obviously because of the trauma that Carrie-Tone went through, being attacked by the dogs. She probably fell for that, but I wonder what else that meant. Anyway, we get beaten up. I think I tell him to f off, if I remember. And then I get my ass beaten. Let's see. This is when these started tripping. Supposed father, you guys theorizing that this may not be Anton's actual father. He didn't really seem like he was like so concerned. He was just like, hey bro, just don't tell your mama about this. It's like, what? And then after that, they just moved on. And it's like I had to hide my pain, the shit that I went through to get beaten up. So I think I started hallucinating, dreaming about the worst, another nightmare. This sounds like kids getting grinded up. It's like the animal spirit is haunting Anton. Episode 3 on end, the wolf's gray fur. So we're on episode 3 now. So while we do this, let me go ahead and we find out now Semyon's missing. We did get into a fight with Semyon, and so now they started sussing us. This is when the police officer T.D.W.M.W.T try to inspect us and what did I do? Did I skip time or try to open the notebook? I don't think I snitched. I just kept silent because I didn't want to deal with Roma. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. I'm trying to recall because when I was rewatching, I remember not saying anything. Eric Carrington, like, grasp for pain is just the funniest shit ever. Don't take that out of context. Hearing an old man grasp for pain. It's great. So my dumbass didn't do this. So this is obviously the bear claw amulet that Carrie-Tone, the shaman, for all this is to be true. Obviously taken from the bear, and the bear was like, man, my fingers still hurt, my hands still hurt, right? I didn't take it because I wanted Paulina to be protected. That was the main thing. I was thinking for Paulina, but I'm like, you know what? This is probably gonna help us. dumbass. So we're gonna refuse it. All right, and then she come in here acting all stupid. You gonna die in the next episode, by the way, dummy. Okay, so we meet the animals obviously outside. Take our hat. Okay, then we take our mask, we start accepting the bunny identity, and then we start going crazy. We're hallucinating, and then we find out Katya's dead. So episode 4 is when we really get into some shit, right? So Romka's a loser. I can't get immersed if you're making me play the game. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Why are you doing that, game? And then she gets up on us. We have the time of our life. Then she starts tripping. And then this gets crazy and then he kills us. Alright, so this time we take the amulet.
Если для тебя это так важно.
We take the amulet. Hold on. I'll make another save just in case. So this is interesting. When you take the amulet, it says, then he bowed and just ran upwards to the star, put the handle into his mouth like a cigar, clutched it with his teeth, the blade pointed out like a steel claw, then he fell on all fours. His shadow took on the shape of an angry beast. Stop ship with the shaw. Run! I ran without looking. Went past me, it felt like a horde of it. That was not a boy my age, it was a horrifying huge beast. The wind whipped in my face, stinging like the nettle fleas. I was suffocating. This is the first time I'm seeing this, because, like, I think we just went with Elisa. We didn't go with Polina last time. Bruh. The tractor stood around the corner, but I couldn't see the driver anywhere. The f***? Damn, did you just hit that bitch with your head? Lamp lights shimmered in panic. I noticed the village shop and ran towards it. Grabbed the doorknob, locked. The back alleyway reflected the window, something huge, blah, 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 blah. Oh, maybe that it is confirming some things about him being an animal. The dogs ran in the front yard because he like ran on all fours, right? But does this mean that we will still be cool to go to the black garage? Expecting Ron could appear at any moment, but Squad would have driven my ears, and a minute passed and another one. Uh-oh, into the shadows, the animal. A boy in a wolf's mask appeared from the forest and stopped in front of me. Friend. He unclenched his fist like a butterfly knife fell down the snow. Okay, so this is obviously confirming that he... You're safe. We told you, remember? Well, I'm only safe because I got that amulet. I stood up barely, be able to believe my eyes. The wolf boy waved towards the clearing. He almost did it as if he's like, hey, I took care of Romka. Don't have to worry about it, bitch. Now leave. Interesting, okay. I never got to this point. Wow, that's interesting. So this part, I forgot what happened. See, I was rewatching I just started rewatching episode 4. So I forgot exactly what happens. Okay, so I made a save, so let's refuse. Obviously we know what happens, but I'm wondering if we make it out alive. Accept, refuse. Obviously Elisa protects us, I believe. Crazy ass animation. They try to attempt to take Oya, and the bunny comes out, and then we get to this point, get to Oya, and then she's halfway dead. What the f? My original playthrough was just stuck with Polina, but then that ended to me getting killed. In hindsight, I should have probably just went and accepted the amulets, but we'll do this for the sake of time. Again, we will try to do different playthroughs, but if y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's do this. Episode 5. We're waking up. I threw off the blanket, gasping for air. It took all my focus to recognize the paintings on the walls, the window's wood-framed screen that was broadcasting the same old forest. The cold drops trickled down my chest. I trembled, thinking that it was saliva dripping from maw, left ajar over my head. But it was just sweat. It was all a dream. I reflexively wiped myself with the blanket. How did I get home? When did I fall asleep? My thoughts stumbled, crashed into each other, limping on the crunches of my weak consciousness. The drawings I hung up now look like flat and meaningless daub. The darkness crawled around my bedroom on its black belly. Oof! Ooh, the writing is still on point. Decrepit walls around me grunted and creaked. The wind rammed in front of the house, intent on breaking in and tearing its inhabitants apart with its crooked Oh my god, saikono! He's doing it again! He's making pink! Okay, are we gonna get a jump scare? Oya's not with us. Ooh, wait, is it 60 frames? God damn, look at the snow. I sneak a tentative glance out the window. The sun was hidden behind a thick white veil. The blizzard whipped its white flags into the sky, but it was not a sign of surrender. Ooh, that's fire. The field and the forest got lost in the haze. A fish-eyed lamppost at the side of a disappearing road was the last glimmer of light around. The day became night, the endless polar abomination that whispered and roared and circled around my house. Ugh. Which meat? This is not Arby's, bruh. I don't got the meats. You're not getting my meat. Do I got a box? Do I got a shadow box myself? I will beat my own ass, bro. I slapped myself on the cheek. Hell no. I rushed into the hallway to make sure Elle was okay, that my personal nightmare hadn't hurt her. Okay. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, what the Open? Oh, shit. They look depressed like when Anton died. My sister was in her bed. Our parents were tending to her. Oya's face had grayish tint to it. Her lips were colored in scary shade of blue. I look at her legs wrapped in blanket, expecting the cloth to turn into scarlet. Brief moment of respite followed. Oya's legs were fine.
Что случилось?
Ooh, it was an illusion. So why did they make an illusion that Oya's legs were gone? Oh, by the way, I think they changed the music for Tiny Bunny now. There was some issues with like the soundtrack composer. Now, luckily I didn't get hit, but I don't know if you guys know any other YouTubers, maybe Russian speaking YouTubers got hit. Maybe it's because I'm in the US, it's different. I don't know, but what happened? She had a huge fever. I told you not to open the window. Whatever. There's no point in arguing now. We need to save her. Save her? It feels like they're overreacting on this. Like when Anton got lost in the woods, this nigga here, supposed Oto-san, father-son, he literally was like, hey bro, don't tell your mama about this. I was laid out on the ground. My butt cheeks was bare. Nigga, meat, that was meat for the taking for these weird ass animal niggas. And you was just like, don't tell your mama about that. Like what kind of fucking shit? But now it's like, it seems like there's like a sort of like look on their face, almost as if they realize that their kids are dealing with the devil here. They're dealing with these animal spirits. I don't know. I mean, if we already are to assume that they have some sort of experience with this, then this look, because I'm gonna be honest, if she just got a fever, then that's one thing. Like I wouldn't be like looking like I'm about to kill myself. Oya went into coughing fit. She had a hard time lifting her eyelids. Her eyelids were stuck together. Holy shit. Her chest vibrated from hectic. No. I shook my head, trying to chase away the intrusive whispers. The images of dead, worm-infested monsters dancing in the garage.
А вдруг инфекция?
What if it's an infection? Dad was gnawing at his nails anxiously. Hey, calm down. We got nail clippers. Goddamn. Go get the syrup.
Уже принес тут на донышке.
I already did. There you go. There's just a little bit left. Depressed. They ain't even looking at me. He handed over a small bottle. If my parents were depressed while I was sick in bed, bro, I might as well give up on life, bro. You know how parents always try to keep you happy? These are like, man, you finna die, bro. You're dead. You want your casket diamond encrusted? It's the least we can do, bitch. It's like, damn, daddy. Why'd you do that to me, daddy? I noticed how mom had held her hand over my dad's for a second, then gave it a light squeeze and let go. That was something to slightly smile about. The blizzard outside was growing stronger, but the storm that always raged between my parents had subsided for now. I felt like Oya's illness made them stop and reflect upon their behavior. Here's the hot water bottle. No, I won't take it. You're bad. She was delirious. Her pupils rolled back, her speech impaired. I know.
Вы под масками страшные.
You're scary under the mask. What the hell? Her words were akin to a jolt of lightning. Come now, Oya, be a good girl. God, what do we do? This is more than a fever. Y'all know it too. Just go ahead and confirm it with me. Y'all seen the spirits too. Dad put his palm on Mom's shoulder.
Прости нас, солнышко.
We're so sorry, sweetie. A tear rolled down Mom's cheek. She sniffled and turned her gaze towards my slouched figure in the
Ты
doorway.
нас прости, сынок. Мы как с цепи сорвались.
Oh, no. I accept apologies and allowances, if you don't mind. We're so sorry, Anton. We've not been ourselves lately.
Совсем забыли про вас.
We neglected you guys.
А вы же самое дорогое, что у нас есть.
Oh, does that mean I'm the favorite child? Is that what you're confirming? And you're our most precious treasure.
Мы запутались, Антон.
Oh, you talking about Oya. Man, boo. We've been so lost, Anton.
Не стоило бросать вас без присмотра.
We shouldn't have abandoned you like that. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even remember the last time my parents spoke to me in this manner. Hey, the Force Master got y'all shook, as well as the last time they held hands. Fear had brought them together. But at what price? You know, they do look like adopted children. I'm not gonna cap. Cause like they look so different from from these two. I thought about the hungry beast from the forest, about the flute in its unceasing call, about the dead creatures jumping over the pines. Why'd I do that? I don't know why I thought that was funny. About Rumka crawling on all fours too.
Вы врачу позвонили?
Did you call the doctor?
Позвонили.
We did.
У него машина в такой мороз не заводится.
Hell, doctor. I'm sorry, bro. You should have been up at 5 a.m. making sure that car started, boy. His car wouldn't start in this cold.
Я сейчас за ним съезжу.
So I'll need to go pick him up. Mom shook the empty syrup
А я
bottle.
пока в поселок за лекарствами пойду.
Don't leave me behind. I'll go pick up some medicine in the village.
Аптека возле школы.
There's a pharmacy near the school.
Собирайся, Карина, я тебя довезу.
And what's your name, Dad? Okay, get ready, Karina. I'll drive you there.
Сейчас главное действовать слаженно, сообща.
We need to act together now as a team. Okay. I imagine my parents driving through the forest as a thicket lights up the small crimson eyes that look like generator bulbs.
Не ходите!
Don't go! The scream escaped my throat. Oyo shuddered over the blanket and whispered,
Тошенька, спаси меня.
Save me, Tosha. Dad frowned in
Антон,
response.
мы туда и обратно.
Anton, we'll be right back.
Послушай, нам сейчас очень нужна твоя помощь.
Look, we really need your help right
А
now.
помощь заключается в том, чтобы...
What we need you to do is protect the family as the buddy.
Я под маской.
Worms under the mask.
Что за мультфильмы она смотрела?
What kind of cartoons did she watch? I don't
В
know,
том,
you niggas
чтобы
bought it?
присмотреть за
You bought the
сестрой,
damn
пока нас не будет.
VHS tape? Is to look after your sister while we're away.
Но, пап,
But Dad,
Следи, чтоб ей было тепло.
make sure she stays warm.
а вдруг она проснется, а вас нет?
But and what if she wakes up while you're
Вдруг
gone?
ей что-то понадобится?
What if she needs something?
Тише, милый, все будет хорошо.
Calm down, sweetie. It's going to be alright. No, it's not. That's metaphysical. Haven't Lennon taught y'all some? It's not gonna be alright. There's forest monsters. She showed me a weary smile. That fake ass smile. Is that an Instagram smile? That smile of hers I'd never trade for any candy in the world. Man, I'd trade that shit in a heartbeat.
Обещаешь?
Я
Promise?
вернусь. Чего бы мне это ни стоило.
I'll be back. Whatever it takes.
А теперь, пожалуйста, Антон. Ты нам
Пожалуйста.
очень нужен здесь.
But right now, Anton, please, we need you here. Does пожалуйста mean please in Russian? I feel like it means please in Russian. I heard that multiple times. Пожалуйста.
Скорее, Карина, мы теряем время.
Hurry up, Karina. We're wasting time. After 5 minutes or so, the door downstairs clicked shut, and Dad's car engine revved up among the blizzard's roars. Is she about to haunt me?
Масками темнота.
Darkness under the mask. Oya described images from my dream in her feverish delirium, things she had no way of
Не
knowing.
существует.
They don't exist. Anton, now, be a good boy and be honest. Ugh. We do. Oh, dude. Can you get your crusty ass lips away from me? A voice rang out in my head. and at the same time streamed from all nooks and crannies in the house.
Придем, как только настанет ночь.
Will come when the night falls.
Зайчик, мясо нам достань.
Bunny, bring us tasty meats.
Мясом сочным стань.
Did you really have to make that rhyme? This said, Bunny, bring us tasty meat or become our juicy treat. But get the fuck out of here. You better go to Arby's right now. I don't give a fuck. I do not got the meats. I broke free from the illusion's embrace like it was a spider. What are we gonna do, bro? It seems like Elisa has another initiative. This was something I forgot to mention, but like Elisa seems like she was trying to genuinely protect us, even though we were toasted buns when we refused the candy. So I'm just curious, like, what the hell? What is her initiative? What does she gain from protecting us? Then sprang out of the room, almost tumbling down the stairs. Why does it sound like there's a door open? I wanted to run outside and throw myself on my parents' necks and tell them how much Oya and I loved them. That we never fight or argue again. Anything to make them stay with us in this terrifying hour. Why did you open the door? I swung the door open, but the raging blizzard had already covered the trail of Dad's car. Why are you going outside, dumbass? Oh my God, Anton. The universe converged into a tiny spot of the front porch. The house got immediately darker and colder. Something rustled in the attic. Mice? A foxtail? Shadow climbs the walls. Floorboards creaked in the empty rooms. Clocks counted the minutes without mercy. The night was almost upon us. No, it wasn't. What time is it? When does it get dark? I remember the instructions from my parents. I needed to look after Oya. To that end, I'll do whatever I can. What if Oya wakes up hungry? I'm not getting her food. Bruh. Oh my God, now I gotta be a service maid? Look at me, big brother and responsibilities. Leftover condensed milk languished in the freezer. I sliced up a loaf of bread into quarters, just like Oya likes it. Hell nah. Then a piercing howl mixed in with the wing's song. Ooh. Something dark was there in the blizzard's embrace. Some living being darted around in the snow.
Нет, до ночи еще далеко.
No. The night is still far away.
Вы обещали дать мне шанс.
You promised to give me a chance. A pitiful yapping reached my ears. The snowstorm subsided for a moment, chasing away the swarm of snowy flies, and I recognized a familiar dog in the ball of fur that shivered in front of me. Oh, isn't it that dog that they kicked? Maybe that was the chance I was looking for. Suka! The stray wagged its tail as if it heard my shout and then rushed toward the front door. It whimpered as it clawed at the wooden planks with its tiny paws, asking me to let it in. I mean, I have no choice. I know we had talked about the theory of like the animals being under control of the forest master. It seems like they control all sorts of animals. If that's like really the case, then I wonder if this is a ploy or something. I don't know. But even then, I don't know. It feels like there's not enough corroborating evidence in the game to really confirm that yet, but I don't know.
Привет.
Other than what Carryton's story talked about. Well, hello there. I bent down and rubbed the dog's behind its ear and wagged its tail even faster. The dog, meat, food. Oh my God, bro. Are you gonna sacrifice the dog instead? What if I offer some dog meat to those monsters from the Black Forest? Will it be able to satiate their hunger? Without even thinking of how I killed the poor animal, I started backtracking, whistling. Why did you whistle like that, though? The blizzard whistled in unison with me, as if supporting my devilish plan. The shivering stray ran into the hallway. Why'd you let the dog in? I mean, I get it, but it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if you could trust the dog yet. I shut the door as fast as I could, afraid that the dog could smell the danger and try to run away. Happy barks resounded through the house.
Тише, дурочка. Олю разбудишь.
Pipe down, silly. You'll wake up Oya. No, I can't just gut it in the hallway. What the f is this talking about? You ain't gonna just kill a dog and then go offer it. They said they want children, bruh. They weirdos. The kitchen is a better choice. Zoko tried to lick my face when I picked it up, but I dodged. Yeah, that's dog breath. You
Ты,
don't want
наверное,
that.
проголодалась, девочка.
So why did they didn't he mention about to his parents that he found a dog or something, and didn't they say no dogs or something? Am I wrong on that? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I remember something around them not wanting the dog in the house. Is those the pills? What is that? I'm just trying to see if there's any Easter eggs. I ransacked the freezer and then tore the plastic bag with its meat bits open and threw its contents to the dog. Damn, you giving away free protein to the dog? Damn! Isn't that frozen stiff? How is it gonna eat it? It sniffed the frosty bones with its caution, then flashed me a suspicious
Ешь,
look.
давай.
Eat up. Newspapers with mom's crosswords acted as a makeshift oilcloth. I spread them around the floor as not to get the floor dirty. Seems like my dad, who was constantly busy, forgotten to sharpen our knives. Yo, chill. You see the little thing? I felt dizzy at the thought that I'd need to slaughter a writhing Zolka like a pig.
Чем бы тебе таким, чтобы не мучилась?
This dude is turning into the bunny slowly by slowly. How do I make it at least painful for you? Someone smirked inside me.
Ты это... Постой тут.
Listen, I need you to stay here for now.
Я за топором схожу и убью тебя. Хорошо?
This is crazy. Hey, wait. Are we not getting possessed, are we? I'll go grab the axe and kill you, okay? With a look of resignation in its eyes, the dog started its last dinner. Its last dinner, you said. My legs gained 10 kilograms each as I shambled towards the attic. Okay, what else can we click? Wasn't there a cross somewhere? Don't look like we can click anything else. What's in here? The attic? As I peered into the darkness, I was scared that I would come face to face with its goat's maw, feel the stench of his dirty fur, and his cold fingers grasping my neck. Ew. The attic was empty. The axe laid with its blade toward me, casting a sinister shadow. Don't you dare take... What are you doing? It's not giving me any other options, bruh. Maybe this is the consequences of picking the bunny mask so much. Maybe we're really starting to become the bunny. My fingers locked around the handle.
Помню. Собака или сестра.
Yo. Or maybe it's just Anton is young and stupid. Remember, it's the dog or your sister.
Собака или я сам.
It's the dog or yourself. They said they want kids, bro. They don't want a damn dog. I felt unending hatred toward myself, toward that stupid, totally innocent dog, toward my parents who had abandoned us and driven away in their car, toward the beast that had left me no choice. I hated the entire world. No way we're doing this. I know episode 5 supposed to be crazy, but not this crazy. No way. With that anger in my heart, and my axe at the Verity, I entered the kitchen to execute the last part of my plan. No way. Zolka stood at its hind legs, while Oya rubbed it off at the scrub. My sister leaned against the tabletop at herself from falling over. Oh, she's awake. I dropped the tool and rushed over to exhausted Oya.
Ты зачем встала?
Why did you get up?
Услышала, как собачка зала.
Yeah, wasn't it Oya saying like I wanted a dog and they were like, no, we ain't getting no goddamn dog for your ass? I heard the doggy barking.
Мне уже лучше.
I feel better already.
Не обманывай. Скорее иди в кровать.
Don't lie to me. Let's get you back to bed. But I do, honest. She let go of the tabletop's edge to prove that she wasn't going to fall unconscious on me. Her cheeks reddened. Uh-oh, she's gonna jump scare us. I sighed after touching my sister's cold forehead. I realized that I'd killed anybody to ensure her safety.
А откуда взялась собачка? Она теперь наша?
Where did the doggy come from? Are we adopting it? I stood in front of the axe I dropped, ashamed.
Забежала погреться. Погреется и уйдет.
I let it in because it was cold. It'll leave as soon as it warms up.
У нее щенки, ей нужно к ним возвращаться.
It has puppies to take care of. We can't keep it.
Мы щенков можем к себе взять. Будет классно.
We could take the puppies too. It'll be so cool.
Не думаю, что маме понравится эта идея.
I don't think mom will like that idea.
А мы ее сильно попросим.
We'll ask her super hard. The stray rubbed against Oya's
Да она
legs.
блохастая. Фу, Жулька.
It probably has lice, Soka. No.
Ее Жулька зовут.
Is it a girl? Is her name Zolka?
Жулечка, ты теперь наша.
Zolka, you're ours now.
Не бойся, маленькая. Тебя у нас никто не обидит.
Don't worry, girl. Nobody will harm you here. After Anton just got out an axe from the attic. Yeah, surely nobody would. You are giving the dog all of your meat. These kids are dumb, bro. These kids are so stupid. They took the sausage out of the fridge and threw it to the dog. It chomped on the treat with the enthusiasm, even though I had already fed it an entire portion of beef bones to it.
Я бы на твоем месте
Boy,
все-таки подремал.
They better be mad as shit, boy, when they find out you fed this dog. I'd go take a nap if I were
Скоро
you.
папа врача привезет, а мама лекарства.
Dad will bring the doctor soon, and Mom will get your meds. Hey, bro, the doctor can't
Я
help.
больше не хочу спать. Мне кошмар снился.
Maybe they really don't think what happened in that dream state with Grandpa Frost, the Force Master, maybe they don't think that actually happened. I don't want to sleep anymore. I had a nightmare. She spoke slowly, her eyes
Да,
downcast.
знаю.
I know.
А вот и не знаешь.
No, you don't.
Ты хоть и был в этом сне, но откуда тебе знать?
You were in that dream, but how would you know?
А я про него рассказывать не буду.
And I won't tell you.
Потому что сон был очень плохим. Но теперь...
Because it was a very, very bad dream. But now, Oya's face brightened up. Her lips formed a smile.
Теперь у меня есть Жулька. И все будет хорошо.
We have Zoka now, and everything will be okay.
Она залает, если прилетит страшная сова. А мы проснемся и спрячемся.
She will bark if that scary owl comes, and we'll wake up and hide.
И тогда нас не найдут.
And then they won't find us.
Оль, вряд ли эта шавка нас защитит.
Damn! Oya, I doubt this mangy thing can protect us. Yet my sister had already made up her mind.
Еще как защитит.
She can, she can.
Ты же защитишь. Правда? Правда, маленькая.
You'll protect us, right? Right, doggy? The stray barked in approval.
У меня для тебя кое-что есть. Я сейчас.
I have something for you. Wait here. What are you doing? You ain't got nothing. Oya ran toward the stairs and I heard them creak.
Осторожнее!
Careful!
Я скоро. Присмотри за Жуль.
I'll be back. Look after Zoka. I stared at the dog, stunned by how lively Oya was now, despite being delirious from a fever just minutes ago. Zoka finished her sausage and switched to licking the floor.
В друзья набиваешься, да?
Oh my god, this buddy won't stop. This buddy won't stop. Trying to cozy up to me, huh? I was Ola's only friend. I was her savior. I could at least try to save her. But to do that, I picked up the axe from the floor. Zoka, as if seeing something, rushed after Oya, but I stood in the dog's way in front of the staircase.
У нас мало времени. Оля скоро вернется.
Oh, brother. We don't have much time. Oya will be back soon. I tightened my grip on the axe. It weighed a ton now. The little dog followed all of my movements with its eyes.
Не бойся.
Don't be afraid.
Я знаю, что все собаки попадают в рай.
See, when he says this, all the dogs go to heaven, I just imagine Drake's ugly, stupid face in my peripherals, just like screaming that with his shit music. Its tail jumped back and
Да
forth.
не будь же ты такой милый.
Stop being so cute, damn it. What the f? Are we actually gonna try to kill? I'm sorry to all dog lovers. Would this mean anything? Like, would we get a bad ending if we don't kill the dog and serve its meat to the... Oh my god, there's no way we actually kill the dog. No. Hold on. Y'all know what we about to do, bruh. Y'all already know. Alright, we're gonna spare it. Because I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. If the game is actually trying to kill a dog, I don't want to see that right now. At least right now. I don't want to see that. What am I doing? How will I be different from the sadists from my school if I hurt an innocent dog? Especially when it looks at me with its eyes this intelligent.
Не могу.
I can't. Then you chop off your foot. I dropped the axe, exhausted. Beads of sweat rolled down my body, under my clothes, my breathing ragged. It felt like I just ran a 100-meter sprint.
Я не убийца.
I'm not a killer. Zoka yapped as if agreeing with me.
Я принесла игрушки для собачки.
I brought some toys for the doggy. I really want to know what happens if you try to kill it. Oh no. There's no way they animated that. Please. Oh brother. Oya hopped down the stairs. She was clutching a bright ribbon in one of her hands and a rubber ball in another. I pushed the axe under the phone table with my foot and a sad smirk on my face, watched my sister sigh in adoration.
Ты теперь в безопасности.
You're safe now, but what about us? The windows seemed so fragile. The shadows outside so alive. Oya tied the ribbon around the dog's neck like an improvised collar. She made Zolka chase the ball, baring its teeth in a bout of canine happiness, all to Oya's amusement. My sister's laugh was priceless even at a moment like that. It felt like nothing bad had ever happened, and our parents were about to return, and her fever was about to subside, and the black garage never existed. But this version of the game, we don't really visit the black garage. We can't. Why can't we just turn into dogs? Why is she saying it like this? Or some other animal. We'd run around and have fun. A foreboding feeling tugged at my heart.
Потому что мы люди.
Because we're humans.
Скучно.
That's boring. Oya tapped on the floor.
Сидеть.
Sit. Soka yapped in
Не
confusion.
работать ей в цирке.
Not cut out to work in a circus, huh?
Я ее всем командам обучу. Вот увидишь.
I'll teach her lots of commands, you'll see. Oya yawned and laid on her side, and there and then on the floor. The ball rolled away from her, attracting the stupid dog.
Как спать?
So sleepy. Her eyelids closed, and she started snoring. Damn, quick as a bitch. I leaned in and touched her forehead. It was hot again.
Сторожи свою хозяйку. Ты ей жизнью обязана.
Guard your owner. You owe her your life. My command was directed at Zolka. The dog kept snipping on my pants, oblivious to how close to death it was. Damn, Anton, you going crazy. That bunny doing shit to you, doing numbers to you. I ran to the second floor and brought a blanket and a pillow. Oya should sleep here, under my watch. Who knows what could knock on our bedroom door. I tucked my sister in. She smacked her lips in sleep. I rubbed her delicate forearm. Zolka rolled into a ball beside her and started snoring loudly.
Ночь будет долгой.
My inner voice whispered, "This is going to be a long night." I shrank after hearing an ear-rending scream in the surrounding darkness. It was the wind, or the agony of hunger. The monstrous music of the hurricane poured into my ears. It consisted of screeching, wailing, and my own quickened heartbeat. The wind rammed the windows. A window banged against its frame somewhere above us, as if it was a rabid beast clanging its maw. Had the guests arrived already? Were they walking all over the second floor? Were they running from one corner to the other in the hallway, giggling? I should have fed Zolko to them. They're angry. Their wrath knows no bounds. I squeezed myself into the fridge, expecting the darkness of the door frame to sink its claws into me at any moment. I waited for the toothy animal faces to emerge in the kitchen, their saliva splattering onto the floor. I need to calm down. I need to take my meds. Another meds. Okay. I grabbed the package from one of the fridge shelves, pushed out a pill into my tongue, and washed it down with tap water. Collected some more water and washed my face. It felt like a blizzard was disappointed by my choice. It wailed and attacked the outer walls of the house even harder. I felt the immense fear of the two small children inside this fragile house. I realized that the window shadows were creeping closer to Oya when I wasn't watching them. A black lump crawled under from the corner, but it melted from a directed look. A fuzzy silhouette under the table. Ooh, this is the mother's name. Why is that under the table? I turned my head like a crazy, fending them off. That looks like it's under the table. A gut-wrenching squeak rang out, as if somebody scraped their claw against the window's glass.
Нет, нет, нет.
You know what's weird? That cross was not there when we were initially looking around in the house earlier. Y'all notice that? Now the Jesus cross is there. No, no, no.
Вы не настоящие!
You're not real. But if the shadows weren't real, if there was nobody inside the blizzard, does that mean I'm just insane? Don't take another one, bro. It says one per day. Look at the package in my hand. What did I even take? The kids don't need to read the instructions for medication. They have moms for that. I pierced the tiny font with my eyes. Oh shit. It relieves fits of uncontrollable anger and anxiety. Ooh, okay, what does that mean? It helps with behavioral abnormalities, manias, destructive behavior, can cause addiction. Possible side effects include dizziness, heightened motor activity, disruption in thermal irregulation, insomnia. High doses can cause serious injury or death. But we know that, like, Elisa mentioned the pills, saying that it was a block way to the dreams, right? To, like, the animal state, I guess. Yeah, that's like, exactly. Elisa's swarmy voice floated up in my memory. The pills inhibit me. They lead me away from the snowy path. They're gonna make us pick an option. Maybe I don't need that snowy path, but maybe I don't need that snowy path after all. It's time to stop. What was the truth? How could I tell it apart from the nasty lies? I mean, I have no other choice. They won't let me. I mean, I could save, but like, what is that gonna do? I took a risk. Things would take a turn for the worse if I couldn't think clearly. The shadows around me gradually stopped acting like sentient beings. The squeaky soundboard stopped. There was nothing threatening about the weather. We were inside after all. Holy shit.
Вы дома?
Are you home?
На улице черти что.
The weather is atrocious.
Антон, поставь чайник.
Anton, get the red kettle ready. Okay, they're back. Why y'all look like y'all just came from Met Gala? Goddamn. Two pairs of shoes were stomping around in the hallway, throwing off the snow. My parents appeared in the doorway. Oya shuddered weakly and opened her eyes.
Мамочка, папочка.
Daddy, mommy.
Ты чего на полу разлеглась? У тебя же температура.
And what are you doing on the floor? You have a fever. Dad looked over the mess that was in our kitchen, and the longer he looked, the more grim his expression. Mom scooped up Oya.
Господи, какой горячий лоб.
Y'all got the medicine? Gosh, your forehead is so hot. I don't like this Disney Channel ass music right now. This is not good. They do this every time when we're like delusion. Like it's not good.
Мы привезли лекарства.
It's okay.
Сейчас станет лучше.
Just hold on. We've brought you the medicine. You'll feel better in no time.
Мне снилось, что Антон стал монстром.
Anton became a monster in a dream.
What the f? What the f did I do? I ain't the f.
What in her dreams doing?
She like, Anton, what'd I tell you about becoming a monster in her dream?
Mom scalded me with an angry stare.
На 5 минут нельзя оставить.
What the f?
You mother dearest, what have you done for me, woman? Can't you leave me alone for even 5 minutes? I felt my face grow red.
Все хорошо, маленькая. Я отнесу тебя в постель.
It's okay, baby girl. Let me carry you to your bed. Anton! Our eyes met. Oya looked at me with desperation.
Антон, прошу тебя, останься со мной.
Oya, Anton, please stay with me.
Твоему брату нужно убраться.
What? Your brother needs to fix this mess. Fix the mess? How? By going into the darkness? No, idiot. Mom is talking about the kitchen table where you made a mess while making sandwiches with the condensed milk. What about the dog? What happened to the dog? Before letting him carry away, Oya turned to me and gave me a look full of confusion. Maybe she doesn't want to be by herself and might leave her alone. Why did he look instantly like mad when he looked at all the mess? What happened to the dog? The kitchen felt even nastier without her. The wind's howls became even louder and more desperate.
Да уж. Не радуешь ты нас, Антон.
Oh, hell nah. Why'd you give me a different tone? This is not good. Not good at all, Anton.
Я все объясню.
I can explain this. Dad interrupted me with a gesture.
Не сейчас.
Not now.
Я голоден, как волк.
You're not gonna be hungry anymore. Trust me, bro. We got a big old dog in that figure. I'm hungry as a wolf. Oh, what the f? Dad bent down to pick up the axe. Zoka whimpered from the under
Час
table.
от часу не легче. Где ты его откопал?
What's this now? Where did you get that thing?
Это девочка. Ее зовут...
It's a girl. Her name. Dad interrupted me with a gesture.
Так значит, это она устроила тут бардак?
So it's responsible for the mess here.
Не совсем, но...
Not exactly, but
Я не желаю пререкаться. Выгони ее.
I don't want to argue with you. Just chase it
Pop.
away. But Dad...
Слушай, твоя мама сейчас на взводе.
Tosha, your mom is at her wits' end right now.
Умоляю, уведи собачонку, пока мама не увидела.
God damn, bro. She the boss of you? Jesus. Please just get rid of this dog before she
Её
notices.
знаешь, она ни за что не разрешит нам оставить эту моську.
Why does she have this final say-so? Why won't you tell her, bro, we could keep the dog for once? Why do you always worry about what she wants? You know how she is. She won't even let us keep this dog.
По крайней мере, пока Оля больна. А там
At least until Oya feels better. And then
что-нибудь придумаем.
we'll think of something. I mean, at least Pops is kind of cool. He's like, hey, bro, I don't mind you if you have a dog. It's just your mom's kind of tripping. I replied with a resigned sigh. Dad showed me a sad smile and held out a couple sausages from the fridge to me.
На, покормишь по дороге.
Here, you'll feed it outside. Didn't we give him the dog all the meat?
Пойдем, Жулька.
Let's go, Zoka. I entered the hallway along with the happy dog that was munching on the cold sausage. I honed my hearing trying to listen in on the conversation in Oya's room, but the rampaging nature silenced the voices. I threw on my jacket, whistled to the dog, and we went out to the blizzard. The only consolation I had was the fact that Zoka was a stray, so she probably knows how to survive in the winter. I fed her my last of my treats and started licking my hands in excitement. She started licking my hands in excitement. The wind pushed me back as if escorted me to the stockade of trees. Hey, bruh, you know you're not supposed to be outside, bruh. Interesting. So, like, it seems like the pills pushed away a lot of those evil, obviously the madness that's coming from within him. They say that it's just him being schizophrenic, but like there's more to it, obviously. All the theories that we talked about. They hunched over in the storm like ugly executioners that were about to kill me for my crime. Gatherings of elms looked like cliffs. Oh, I skipped, my bad. The dog perked his ears. Wait, what happened? I accidentally pressed control. Run, Zoka, you're not welcome here. The bushes rustled, crackling in the cold. Uh-oh, the darkness hooted. Branches cracked. Someone walked around the edge of the forest. Bro, you know you're not supposed to be outside, dumbass. Zoka barked a single time. I turned around in panic, but my home was no longer there. The blizzard surrounded me with impenetrable chaos. Whistling echoes among the trunks, snowflakes flying in my face. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The meat grinder crunching on bones. That's how the steps that approached me from the darkness sounded. I stepped back, Zoka barked. Dad just probably took a pity on the dog and decided to take it back to our warm house.
Pop!
Dad? Crunch, crunch. The footsteps stopped meters away from me. I strained my vision. Nobody was there. It was just a brush that bent over under the gust of winds. I exhaled in relief. There's a gust. Yeah, I was about to say there's about to be a jump scare. Then somebody's arms grabbed me from behind and tore me off the ground and threw me into the darkness. Oh, brother, what is going on? Oblivion was like, oh, shit, look at the text. Like a well full of vicious syrup. I was slowly sliding into the bottom of it. It was somewhat of a pleasant feeling. I couldn't change anything, so I just relaxed inside the goo. It is not a pleasant, no, that's wrong. Like a diver that's let the current carry them. But even then I knew that well wasn't bottomless. It wasn't likely, I wasn't likely to wake up in my bed near my anxious parents. First the pain came. My hands hurt like they were run over by a car. Then a dim light squeezed through my fluttering eyelids. Opened my eyes and merged into a nightmare. Oh shit. Oh no, are we in the shed? The fragments of reality rushed me like a pack of rabid dogs. Rows of shelves, metal walls, a bulb hanging on a wire, rivet flooring. I woke up inside a garage. Oh. So we were gonna visit the garage somehow anyway? Horror gripped me harder than the ropes that circled around my wrists. Please don't tell me this is a death ending. No. I thrashed around and moaned. A piece of duct tape stopped me from calling for help. I was hanging in the air, 2 good feet off the dirty flooring. The ropes that were fixed on a hook that was drilled into the ceiling held me in a horizontal position. My feet were raised backwards. My fingers numb, clutched and unclutched, and the cords ate into my skin. My throat was dry and my tongue was stuck into my palate. This is the end. Beginning of the end, to be precise. because I won't be granted a quick death. Fragments of a scary reality fell into a place like pieces of a puzzle. I tried to calm down and avoid hurting my arms even more. At least, bro, how the f did they do that? Bro, these are some serial killers. These animals, or maybe that dude in that walking around the house, the school, I don't know. Who could this be? Maybe I could free myself. But just after a moment, I was dangling again, like a fly in a spider's web, in a place of spanners and winches, pliers, scalpels, and bone saws. I don't know why he walked so much outside. He could have just walked the dog out from the front porch and then left him, all dirty, covered in rust, the floor smeared with the red stains. Oh my lord, it's the kid's shoes. Piles of rags in the corner. When I realized what I was looking at, strength left me. Those were kids' clothing and shoes. The things that belonged to my predecessors. Those who died at the hands of the serial killer inside of his lair. I blinked away my heavy tears. There was something big and covered by a tarp right to the right of me. And even more to the left of it sat a kid. What the f? They were hunched near the thing that was probably the generator that powered the light bulb. What the f? Who the f is that? I stopped crying and moaned and tried to attract his attention. But the kid turned his back towards me, his head hood. I couldn't see if it was a boy or a girl. That kid hugged their knees and swayed back and forth as if it was in a trance. Their shadow slid across the metal in the silence. That was only disturbed by the howling and wind inside. What if that was out? Oh yeah. I thought my sister that also ended up in the black garage scolded my mind. I threw my head back and twisted my wrist, trying to reach the knots to my fingers. My attempts failed, to no one's surprise. I looked at the generator again. That kid was gone. If they were even there in the first place. I turned my head around looking for the kid, and I heard a stifled wheezing coming from under the tarp. Another hallucination? Wait, is that Katya? So if we didn't see Katya in the black garage in episode 4, are we gonna see her now and see her death? I stared at the source of the barely audible sound. And then the metal prison cell shook so hard that my body was thrown toward the shelves as if I was on a swing. Torture tools clanged, and the light bulb swayed, a bright spot it produced swarming on the horrifying floor. The black garage turning to a shadow theater. An earthquake? No, more like Baba Yaga. Growing chicken legs, going for a walk. What is that? Baba Yagas. Baba Yaga, a female character or one of the trio sisters of the same name from Slavic folklore culture. In some narratives, she is described as a repulsive, ferocious, old-looking woman who fries and eats children. I'm starting to notice a trend with some Russian folklore. Why y'all like eating kids? What's going on? What is going on? While in others, she's depicted as a nice old woman who helps the hero. Her distinctive traits are flying around in a wooden motor, wielding a pestle, and dwelling in the deep forest in a hut with chicken legs. That's very pleasant to hear. The garage was moving. Yes, I was being transported. I could hear the hum of an engine outside of the roaring wind. The light bulb flickered, going out and then turning back on its next instant. What is that? A dog barking? I was thrown toward the generator. The rope slipped from the hook. I fell on my back, my eyes bulging out of their sockets from pain. What the f? The door? Who the f did that? Bro! The door flew open, confirming my hunch. The tree trunks flew by in the blizzard. We are moving. Probably under a toe. There's a hand. Anybody alive? Yasha! Oh, it's Romka. Hey, bro, don't worry about what happened in episode 4. Romka, am I not hallucinating after all? But this is weird though. Maybe Romka is still the wolf boy spirit trying to help us? Okay. I spun my legs. Romka jumped into the garage like a passenger who was late for his train. He frowned for a second and then rushed towards me, ripping off my gag. Petrov, the f are you doing here? What do you think? Kids being missing and the first thing you ask me is what the f are you doing here? Bro, I didn't have an answer for that question. I'd love to leave you here to die, loser. His words made my whole body turn to stone. Relax, I'm kidding. What am I, some kind of monster? Yeah, I would say so. Just give me a moment. I don't trust you with a knife, bro. Roma pulled out his butterfly knife and sliced the ropes. I moaned from pain from a stiff wrist. Roma looked at me with a smirk on his face as I stood up. You owe me one, sucker. Yeah, I ain't owing you no kiss from Polina. The floor under us shook like crazy. We had a balance to avoid sliding under towards the walls. Congratulations, Petrov, you're not the killer. Can we get the fuck out of here or figure out what the fuck is under this? Well, thanks for nothing, I guess. How did you end up here? Just like in the damn action movie. Biasha went missing, see? The cops went to me since I'm his old pal and all. And Tihoko girl knows like, you're going with us. They put me in a car and we drove all around the neighborhood. We got lucky, the killer was moving his garage and we got on his tail. Shots were fired outside. Dogs barked. What the fuck? Who's the killer? Roma was about to open his mouth, but we heard another wheezing sound from under the tower. Yasha. We rushed towards the sound and pulled open the tarp with 4 hands. My brain almost got fried from what I saw. It was an industrial meat grinder under the tarp. In its bowl, it stank of motor oil tied up. Okay. Yep. So if you didn't see, so I guess you're gonna wind up seeing Katya dead, one way or another. All right. Careful, Romka. Romka heard me plead, but there was nothing already he could do. The garage shook again, and the delinquent was thrown against the meat grinder's side, breaking the lever under the bow. But this time he actually pushes it because the garage is moving. Is it moving under like a car? The giant machine rumbled like an empty belly. All right, here we go. The knives came onto this motion inside the cast iron's mouth. Katya's eyes bulged out even more. I'm skipping through this. Wait, what the? How the hell does he end? Okay.
Who is shooting? Who the got the blicky?
What the? Yo. Okay, there's so much going. Okay, hold on. Romka rushed to help, stopping our classmate from falling into the bowl. T.D.W.M.W.T stumbled into the garage, completely out of breath. Didn't even notice how the garage stopped. Gunshots continued cracking outside. Lieutenant, help us! The place where the ghost sat a minute ago caught my attention. The generator. T.D.W.M.W.T acted without delay. He dashed toward the generator while we were holding Katya in place. The policeman turned off the motor in a flash. The giant machine rumbled with its cast iron bows for the last minute wind sound. Late sound, but I was saying blood dripped down from them.
Петров, мы с тобой, конечно, не кенты, но я все-таки тебя освободил.
Shut the fuck up. Katya almost died. So we did get the route where Katya's alive. Petrov, we're not buddies or anything, but I did free you.
Значит, ты мне должен.
That means you owe me.
Не говори, что я задел рычаг.
Don't tell anybody about the lever. I replied with a curt nod and he relaxed, seemingly believing me.
Квиты.
We're even now. We took Katya out of the meat grinder. She went limp in Tokovi's name. She lost consciousness, and that was probably the best outcome for her. Did she actually lose her feet? It looked like her feet still on. The wind whistled into the door open. The sight of my classmate's bloody foot was stomach churning. Oh, she did lose some of her foot. Okay. That's tough. She was missing a big... Ooh, not the big toe. That's how you step on niggas, bruh. You step on niggas. And then the one next to it dangled... Ooh, I don't want to know the details! No longer Katya will be able to be the fastest... Alright, game, bro. We get it, bro. You talking... We get it, bro. God damn, she just lost her toes. That thought almost brought me to tears, but I held on.
Твою мать. Нет.
No way. I turned to Roma. He was holding a sneaker that was excavated from the pile of shoes. Wait, is that Biasha's shoes?
Biasha.
Oh. He was looking for Biyasha. We weren't friends. Quite the contrary. But seeing Romka so distraught, so helpless, made me empathetic. I could only imagine how tough it was to lose a friend.
Уходим отсюда.
Let's get out of here. Who the f was shooting, bruh? Romka let go of the sneaker. Oh, it was under some sort of trailer. Wait, what the? We need answers now. We went out into the raging snowstorm, one after the other. The pines loomed over us. They reminded me of the hollowed out bones with the burial winds howling inside them. The snow piled over the cabin and an overturned tractor. The garage was stuck in a snow pile. A police car was also parked nearby. A flicker of police sirens, the horrifying trees, and the white wasteland. I'll never forget the sight. More shots rang out in the Who is shooting, bro? Is this gang wars? And then the epiphany came. The tractor driver. He transported the garage from another place. He was the serial killer.
Доронин и остальные, пошли за похитителем.
I'm trying to see how this correlates to the forest master. Is he making illusions of himself as a serial killer taking the kids? Kind of distract what they're actually doing, which is they're eating the kids or whatever. And then Romka with accidentally pushing the lever, but then like even with that theory that Chad mentioned where Romka was like what is going on, bruh? Doran and the others went to chase the kidnapper. Zoko ran up to my legs, wagging her tail.
Героиня наша.
There you are, our little hero.
Героиня?
A hero.
Это она нас на гараж вывела. Получается, твой запах поймал.
Ooh, if we didn't kill the dog. I mean, I don't know if we could actually kill the dog. But damn, she brought us to the garage. She probably caught your scent.
Пойдешь в милицию служить, нюхач?
Want to work in the police, sniffer head? I rubbed the dog behind its back. Alright, can we stop looking at her legs? The force became unbearably cold. T.D.W.M.W.T looked at Katya with a fraternal tenderness, then turned to us.
Аптечка под бардачком. Пацан, Антон, притащи-ка бинты.
Okay, I have first aid kit under the glove box. You, Anton, bring us some band-aids. T.D.W.M.W.T held Katya's foot. Large red drops fell to the snow. I bandaged Katya's foot, stealing glances at the lieutenant, as if to ask him with my facial expression if I was doing everything alright.
Теперь узел. Отлично.
Now tie a knot here. Good. A small rim-looking stain soaked through the white threads. It just looked like it's just red rim. It just red rhyme. Doesn't exist. I could barely take my eyes off of it.
Пацаны, побудьте с ней в машине.
Guys, stay with her in the car.
Я найду Доронина.
I'll go find Doreen. No, we need to get the fuck out of here, nigga. That gone, bruh. X him out. Bro, you need to explain yourself, nigga. Who is the shooter? Who was the... Bro. T.D.W.M.W.T carried Katya to the
Следи,
car.
чтобы у нее ноги были выше от земли.
Make sure her legs are always elevated.
А то, не дай бог, от потери крови помрет.
Or she might die from blood loss. The policeman said that and left us. Roma, in his own thought, lost in his own thoughts, sat in front of the seat, leaning against the glass with his temple. He wasn't in the mood to talk to me anymore. I sat on the back seat beside Katya. She looked weak, pale, like Gibson, but also somehow breathtakingly beautiful. Nope. She was talking shit, bruh. This is what you get. Now you got no toes. She didn't look like a sly snake anymore. This is what we saw in the teaser. She was a swan dying in my pants now. When I got warm, I started to come to the realization that I survived. A chapter of my life that was pure horror was now over. Stop. Stop. You're doing it again, bruh. This episode ain't done yet, nigga. I tore my eyes off the blizzard raging outside and looked up down surprised. Katya's fingers clutched my hand. She looked at me from under her half-closed eyelids. I did not. T.D.W.M.W.T saved you, or you would have been into pieces. You saved me. I was about to say that Romka was with me, and that the police headed by T.D.W.M.W.T were also nearby, but I remained silent for whatever reason. Спасибо. Thank you. I replied with a tired smile.
Отдыхай. Нам всем нужно отдохнуть.
Get some rest. We all need to get some rest. Nigga, why they playing this music like this game is over? It ain't over. I turned to the window and continued the joy sensation of Katya's fingers on my hands. Now turn into a monster and kill me and eat my soul. Ugh. The bell rang. Throngs of school kids tumbled out the classrooms. What you looking at? Yeah, boy. I'm a hero. I saved a childhood bully. My bully. What's up? The wind covered the schoolyard with snow. It thawed on the boots and dirtied the floors inside. It had been 2 weeks since we got out of the serial killer's den. Oh, brother. This is not over. Rumka barely came to school, so I had no a chance of taking him. The last time I saw Katya was when we sat in that police car. Leopoldovna took a leave to take care for her daughter, so we had substitute teacher for now. If Dad didn't talk Mom out of locking me home, I wouldn't be here either. My parents had always had their eyes on me since that incident. My classmate looked at me differently too, as if they were looking at an alien from a distant planet. I couldn't gauge who that alien was. That friendly one from Steven Spielberg movie, or the alien. I stood near the window and stared at the white-veiled yard. The world shrank to the school and its surroundings, walled off by the swirling darkness. The killer managed to escape. He's still at large. He's probably equipping a new garage, even blacker, even scarier than the previous one.
Привет, мой герой.
Hey there, my hero. Oh no, it's Polina. Hey, that amulet. Maybe the amulet really wielded off a lot of things. Polina smiled at me, her hands behind her back.
Как же мы давно не общались.
We haven't talked for so long.
По телефону общались вчера.
You called just yesterday.
Телефон не считается.
That doesn't count.
А вживую не болтали целую вечность.
It's the real world and interactions that matter.
Как поживаешь?
How have you been? How have it been, really? I've been a person who witnessed a pair of Katya's toes get sliced off by giant blades.
Все в порядке. Вроде.
You guys are like 12 too. That's crazy. I'm fine, I think.
Ты изменился.
You've changed. You look more mature.
До сих пор поверить не могу, что наш Петров спас человека из мясорубки.
Why are they acting like this is the end of the game? There's no way this is the end. I still can't believe this Anton Petrov had saved someone from a meat grinder.
Мы с Ромкой.
Together with Romka. She said, that nigga? Oh, whatever.
Странно, что он никого случайно не убил. С его везением.
I'm surprised he didn't kill you by anybody. He didn't kill anybody by accident, considering his luck. Say how you really feel. I feel you. Polina's forehead puckered.
А вот ты
When she don't like
совсем
something, she'll
другое
show
дело.
you.
Рядом с тобой безопасно.
You're different. I feel safe around you.
Девушка
Hey, she
такая
feeling
чистая.
it. Girls have the sixth sense for that kind of thing. Okay, stop.
Ну, не знаю.
I don't know.
Не скромничай. Хотя ты такой милый, когда краснеешь.
Look, I know you fainting for me, but this is not the time. Monster's still after us. No need to be humble. Although your red face looks kind of cute.
Вот бы таких рыцарей, как ты, в мире было больше.
How do you know there's not more knights, bro?
Это бы решило многие проблемы, да?
That would have solved so many problems, don't you think? Did she just call me a knight? I grunted something unintelligible, my face red as a beet, cursing my shyness in my mind. Polina sneaked a glance at the window and the white blankets of snow floating outside. There was an impenetrable wall of darkness past the flower beds.
Думаешь, этот псих еще в поселке?
Do you think that psycho is... I don't know what that means. Well, it says is still in the village. Is that what they meant?
Надеюсь, нет.
Is this a typo? I hope not.
Милиция прочесала все вдоль и поперек.
The police have scoured every corner around here.
У меня к тебе просьба, Антон.
Anton, you know you're dealing with monsters, bruh. Come on. I have a favor to ask, Anton.
Дедушка сейчас в больнице.
Grandpa's in the hospital right now.
Что-то серьезное?
Is it serious?
В его возрасте все серьезно.
Anything could be serious at his age.
Знаешь, мне страшно даже за закрытыми дверями.
You see, I feel scared even behind the closed doors.
А на улице, в метели, сегодня по дороге в школу я расплакалась.
And outside in the blizzard, I broke out crying while walking home.
Глупо, да?
It's so stupid, right?
Вовсе не глупо.
It's not stupid at all. I felt like she was never this candid with me. This straightforward attitude fit Polina well. It adorned her already beautiful face. In her magical eyes, suspicious and trusting at the same time. Anyone would want to become a genuine knight under their watchful gaze.
Мог проводить меня домой после уроков?
Can you escort me home after school?
Другие мальчики мне предлагали. Но что они сделают, если появится убийца?
The other boys have offered themselves, but what would they do if the killer appears? She said, damn, that's pussy. I want you. I want you. I was flattered, but I still couldn't help but question myself. What do I do? Whip out... I thought he was about to say whip out the Uzi and start spraying it. Whip out the Uzi and start spraying it? Just like Chuck Norris? Well, in the teaser, bruh, somebody was whipping some shit out, bruh. Panina looked at me as if she was sure I carried a gun like that in my school bag, and maybe even multiple of them.
Мы договорились?
So what do you say? I wanted to reply, but then I saw two people peering near the stairs. What? Oh,
Аккуратнее.
Leopoldovna and Katya. Oh, how that toe feeling? She lost weight and looked frail after weeks of absence. I remember her tender gaze back when we sat in the police car. That horrible day became just a tad bit brighter thanks to that bonding moment between two people who escaped certain death. The bell rang, I shuddered.
Встретимся после уроков.
I'll see you after school. I didn't make a decision. I hate these niggas. We entered the classroom. The rumors of Leopoldovna coming back spread it faster than she could get here. Ugh, there's that ugly ass look. The kids were already standing at attention when she came in.
Садитесь.
You can sit down.
Катюш,
Can you walk
дойти
there
сама сможешь?
by yourself, Katya, dear?
Смогу, мам.
I can, Mom. She's like, man, f y'all niggas. Katya hobbled her way along the desk, and our classmates drilled holes with her eyes. They probably imagined themselves in her place, inside that psycho's garage. Or maybe they wondered how it felt to move around with two toes on one of their legs. Katya skipped her usual place as if she forgot where to sit during her sick leave and stopped at my desk. She just stood there with her eyes downcast. I was taken aback. Hey, look, bro, she's just thanking a hero. Don't need to get jealous. Goddamn, get your head out of my vicinity. Doubly so that because we were being watched by anxious Polina, who was half turned towards us.
Подвинешься?
Can you move? I didn't know what to do. Stuck between a rock place, as Dad used to say. Polina squeezed the pencil in her hand. It seemed like she was about to break. That pressure transferred to my spine.
Мне долго ждать?
Okay, why are you bullying me now? I helped you.
Что?
She Tsundere? What?
Ты тормоз?
Are you slow or what? Hey, Polina, come back me up. She Tsundere. She don't want to really admit that she liked me. She finally looked at me. I didn't miss that thorny stare at all.
К шкафу подвинулся очкарик.
Why she look low res? Man, that's what you get. Move to the cabinet, Four Eyes. I lost my breath for a moment from anger. Four Eyes? Really? After everything that happened? My cheeks burning, I obeyed her order.
На полу.
Okay, I don't know what you think this is, but you ain't finna dominatrix me. What?
На полу грязь.
There's dirt on the floor.
Я не дежурный сегодня.
I'm not on cleaning duty today.
Это грязь с твоих копыт.
That...
Убрал!
Can you get your little girl before I make you toeless? You can't even catch me if I started running. Shut up. I gulped with looking at my classmates in hopes they weren't looking at us like at that moment. I hope they weren't enjoying this humiliating spectacle.
Хорошо.
All right. No! Oh my! With my eyes locked on Katya, I wiped a small puddle under the desk with the sole of my shoe.
Ты почему стоишь, Кать?
You didn't hear that? Why are you standing there, Katya?
Лилия Павловна, тут Петров насвинячил. Да-да.
I'm not even gonna repeat that.
Вот жду, пока он за собой уберется.
F you.
Петров, быстрее, пожалуйста, не задерживай урок.
Oh, look at this biased favoritism. This is some bull. Oh, shit. Damn. I felt like my whole head was burning, and the words that left my mouth were little fireballs.
Серьезно? Убери.
Oh, shit. Really now? Clean it
Это
up?
твое спасибо.
Is that your gratitude? Ooh, shit. The bunny came out. The real came out. Katya's face reddened, but she continued her arrogant staring contest nevertheless, and couldn't stop anymore. I raced down the proverbial hill. I burst out. Or was it fear that I bottled up inside me for a month that burst out? I push away the chair beside me, hunch down, start wiping the floor with the sleeve of my shirt. What the f?
Чисто. Может, Ваше Величество уже сесть?
Damn. Hold on. I like this side of Anton. I mean, if it's the bunny, I get it, but it's like, bro, is that good enough? Can Her Highness finally sit down now? Katya let out an insolent snort.
Что ж,
Yes.
хорошая работа.
Good nut job.
Кстати,
By the way.
сама себя вытаскивай в следующий раз. Дура.
Damn. Ooh. Next time I won't come to your rescue, idiot.
Петров!
I don't give a f.
Что ты себе позволяешь? К директору! Быстро!
Oh my god. Mama Bear angry now. I jump in defiance.
Так-то он прав. Могла бы и поблагодарить.
That's my girl. That's what I'm talking about. These niggas. He's right though. The least she could do is thank
Он ей
him.
вообще-то жизнь spас.
He saved her life. They were clearly on the class buzzed in an agreement. They were clearly on my side. Katya swayed and I reflexively held her from stopping from falling over. Then, what the f did she do? And then she sat down on my chair.
Прости меня, Антон.
I'm sorry, Anton. Her mask slipped. I saw Katya that clutched my hand at the back seat of the car again.
Я злюсь на свою ногу, а не на тебя.
I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at my foot.
Прости. Я и правда
I'm sorry.
дура.
I'm an idiot. Damn, hold on. I mumbled something unintelligible in reply, shook her by a sudden confession.
Может, сядешь уже?
Will you sit down?
Но, Лилия Павловна...
But Lilia Pavlovna...
Ладно. Садись, Петров.
Oh, you're such a... Oh my god, bro. No backbone. Just letting your kid dictate how you discipline and manage her. Oh, well, if she says you're cool now, then I won't take you to the office. It's like, bro, what the f... Fine, Petrov, you can sit.
Давайте уже начнем урок.
Let's start this class. Took my seat and Katya's gaze was fixed on me. It felt ticklish. Bro, don't worry about it, bro. I ain't really into her, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could turn your head around now. I turned around and caught Pauline's stare. She was trying her best to comprehend what was going on between me and Katya. There's no way there's an actual love thing going on, bro. Come on. That was something I couldn't comprehend myself now.
Знаешь, в больнице я много думала.
You know, when I was in the hospital, I've been thinking.
Я была несправедлива к людям.
I was always so unfair towards the others.
А сильнее всего...
And especially toward you.
Я уже и забыл.
I've already forgotten about it.
Ага, забыл.
Yeah, right, liar. The f. She accidentally pushed my black pencil case with a race car on it with her elbow off the desk. I bent to pick it up. They're not even giving me options to avoid picking it up. I gotta pick it up. For a moment, my gaze froze on Katya's bandaged foot, then I straightened up. Oh, shit. Katya pushed a note towards me. Promise you won't lie anymore. I smiled at her, took my pencil, and wrote one more line on a piece of paper. I'll do my best. Katya took out a red pen from her pencil case. Wait, hold on. Let me see something. It says, what? She did a meticulous check on all the letters, then squinted cunningly at me and put a B+ under my line.
Да-да, за чистописание. Почерк больно кривоват.
Yes. Your cursive is a bit too messy, so it's not an A. I snorted in reply. No way you feeling for her just cause she softened up to you. Oh, brother.
Оценку можно исправить.
But you can improve your grade. Look, I'm loyal, Paulina. Come on, bruh. I don't do this bullshit. I don't be flip-flopping like a fish on ice. Hell no. I felt like Paulina's stare on the back of my head. It felt awkward, anxious, but also pleasant. A whole storm of emotions.
Допустим, я хочу 5.
Let's say I want an A.
Тогда разрешаю проводить меня после уроков.
We're loyal! We're loyal! I ain't never gonna switch on you. What you talking about? Then you can walk me home after school.
То есть нет.
No, I mean... She flashed me a guilty smile, chasing away the shadow of her former self.
Я очень прошу тебя меня проводить.
Not the pretty, please. You only do the pretty please when you know you're gonna win, bro. Fuck. How do you ignore a pretty please, bro? Oh my god, bro. Sight. I don't give a fuck about your pretty please. I told you I'm loyal. Polina gang, bro. What is you talking about? I don't give a fuck about you. Can you walk me home, please? Pretty please. That was something I had to dwell on for a moment. Two of the prettiest girls in the class both asking me to walk them home. Wait, what's the other pretty girl? I know we got Polina, but like, what are you talking about? Her? Her? Like, what are we talking about? Stop lying, bro. Am I being delusional? Should I take my meds? I open my mouth and I notice a child, clearly younger than us, sitting at Romka and Biasha's desk. A hood that covered their entire... That's the kid that had his hood over his face when we were at the garage. Horror flooded the empty space in my soul. My throat squeezed shut, depriving me of oxygen. I seen that silhouette before, in the serial killer's garage, beside the generator. My jaw slacked even harder. Katya. Yes? I tore my eyes off of the strange silhouette. I put my hand in my pocket to push out the pill. How the hell you already had the package of pills you had in your pocket? Then immediately chewed on it. Look at Romska's desk. I looked at the back of the child, but they were gone. Just two empty chairs and a desk cut by heavily. So, if the pills are to avoid the animals or like push them out like anti-animal magic, could we assume that boy in the hood could be one of the animals? I don't know. There's obviously a purpose. There's a reason why they're there. Maybe they're there to keep us in check. I don't know. I look up at the child, but they're gone. The two empty chairs, a desk, and a cut by heavily pocket knife. Is there something wrong with it? Is there anything wrong with me?
Ничего, забудь.
Nothing, forget it.
Простите, что прерываю.
Oh, it's the police officer. Sorry to interrupt your class. Lieutenant T.D.W.M.W.T entered the classroom and took off his hat.
Ну что вы, всегда вам рады.
Ooh, what was that? Hold on. She got some love and she's like, ooh, man. Oh, no need to apologize. We're always happy to see
Меня
you.
интересуют ученики по имени Петров и Пятифанов.
Oh, brother bear. I want to talk to two of your students, Petrov and Pityonov.
Пятифанов, насколько я понимаю, болеет.
Pityonov is at home sick right now, as far as I know. That's Romka, right?
А Петров он мозолит глаза.
And Petrov is here, being an eyesore. Alright, 4 eyes. Teodo found me with his eyes before clearing his throat. Then he took a diploma out of his folder and started reading.
За храбрость, неравнодушие и мужество, проявленное при спасении жизни.
I don't deserve a reward for his bravery, upstanding, up attitude, and the courage he showed while saving another person's life.
Come on.
Stand up, it's for you. I followed her order, hypnotized by the diploma's official word.
Администрация поселка и уполномоченные области по правам детей.
Bro, she is enamored. You see Polina's still staring? For the village administration and the regional children's commissioner, I want to thank Anton Petrov. I didn't do shit. Hey, I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. Hey, I didn't do shit. Hey, I didn't do shit. Hey. The class broke out in a roaring applause. Katya beamed with joy. Polina looked at me with glittering eyes, smiling. Oh, brother, they're hyping it up for some foul shit about to happen, bro. I know this game. Do I Petrov? Ew. Liliana pulled up her glasses and put a handkerchief to her eyes.
Стыдно, товарищи.
I'm so ashamed, everyone.
Я-то думала, Катеньке померещилось все в бреду.
I thought it was all just...
Оказывается, правда?
I thought it was all just Katya's delusions, but I guess it was true.
Петров, значит, моего ребенка спас, а я ему к директору.
Petrov here saved my child, and I just wanted him to end up in the principal's office.
Отставить к директору. На доску почета. Вот это я понимаю.
No principal's office for him. Hall of Fame would be better. Okay, can we explain who the f was shooting at us? What happened to the killer in the garage? Did you take that as evidence? Is that a case? Like, why are we getting awards? They still out there. What are we talking about? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they're still missing children. What you talking about? There's still evidence we can look. There's a whole ass meat grinder and we ain't talk about that? At the moment, I imagined at my photo, but it wasn't hanging at the Hall of Fame, but on a notice board, neighboring all the other missing kids. Ooh, that image sullied my otherwise perfect triumph. I helped Katya go down the stairs after class. I carried her crutches and held her by the elbow. I am not walking you home. Hey, we walked out to the schoolyard together.
Знаешь, что самое странное?
You know what the weirdest thing is?
Я до сих пор чувствую пальцы.
Yeah, the other ones that didn't get chopped off, idiot. Oh, she's so stupid, bro. Polina wouldn't be this dumb.
Их нет, но я их чувствую.
They're not there, but I can still feel them.
Был бы я просто.
Maybe you need a pill. Hey, you gotta. Hey, bro, I got pills. You need them? You need one, bro? You seen animals? If only I acted quicker.
Брось, даже Супермен бы не справился.
That's Cap. That's literally Cap. That nigga would have goddamn destroyed the meat grinder in one hit. What are you talking about? Oh, she's so dumb, bro. Oh, stop it. Even the Superman couldn't have done it better.
Тихонов сказал, я легко отделалась. И он прав.
Tikhonov said I got super lucky, and he's right. Well, all this glazing, bruh, and we still haven't figured out who the serial killer is. Gee, I wonder why. Force Master, I wonder why they haven't figured it out, man.
С выздоровлением, Кать.
Oh! Yo, she got beef, bruh. I'm glad you recovered, Katya. Yo, there's something about Polina, bruh. We don't know. Polina walked out from the corner. Don't make me pick in front of them. No. I was just gonna ghost the other one. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Oh my. Bro, okay. Polina walked out from the other corner, her stare directed at Katya. They're about to squabble up? What's going on? She endured the classmate's scorching gaze with pride.
Спасибо, Полин.
Thank you, Polina.
И тебе, и твоему парню. Он тоже молодец.
It's about to be real embarrassing, Katya. I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't switch sides, bruh. I picked them. Know what I'm saying? I'm loyal, bruh. Both you and your boyfriend, he did well too. It felt like Katya wanted to once again remind me what kind of relationship Romka and Polina had.
Если ты о Пятифанове, то между нами ничего нет. Он определенно молодец, но...
If you mean T.D.W.M.W.T, he's not my boyfriend. He's a nice guy, but...
Вы куда-то собираетесь?
Are you two going somewhere? Katya didn't let me reply.
Я до сих пор хромаю. Вот, уговорила нашего героя проводить меня.
No way they're gonna force me. I'm still a cripple, so I convinced our hero to walk me home.
Да-да-да.
Yes, yes, yes. This was so awkward.
Полин?
No! You're selling! Just make it... Why are they not making me make a decision, bruh? Oh my... Polina, look.
Я же не идиотка. Все понимаю.
Oh my god, bro. No! You're an idiot. You've been with Polina the whole time. Why you go backstab her? I'm not an idiot, I understand. Sadness splashed in Polina's eyes for a moment, but she smiled as if accepting her No!
Ты джентльмен. Как говорит дедушка, вымирающий вид.
No, 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 you don't mean that, no. You're a true gentleman, a dying breed, as my grandpa would say.
Не каждый повезет.
Not every girl can get this lucky. The blizzard was covering the schoolyard with snow. Polina's turnaround stared anxiously at the darkness, completely lost.
Задолбала строить из себя жертву.
Stop acting like a victim, it makes me sick. What the hell? The last line, she said in a whisper, was only meant for my ears.
Такое чувство, что она мечтала бы поменяться со мной местами, лишь бы все ее жалели.
It seems like she'd happily swap places with me as long as everyone pitied her. Something rustled in the darkness and Zoko ran out of the schoolyard.
Ой, песик!
Oh, a doggy. Oh, yeah, Zoko got beef with Polina. Zoko noticed Polina and growled ever so slightly. Polina blinked, 2 tears ran down her face and froze, glistening the
Тоже не
forehead.
хочешь меня проводить?
But you don't want to walk me home either, huh? Zoko barked in reply.
Ну что, идем?
Okay, why are they not giving us an option, bro? Why are they not giving us an option? What the f***? Game? saikono? This is annoying.
Пусть эта квашня сама до дома добирается, пока не стемнело.
This wet blanket can't get home by herself. It's not too dark yet. Oh, I was about to say, come on, nigga. What you think this fit at? Hold on, let's save this. I don't give a f. Come on, bruh. That's the GOAT. I don't know what to tell you, Katya. You came in last minute. We on season 4. You should have came in on season 1. You can feel your toes, right? So walk on home, right? I fixed my gaze on Polina for a moment, then turned back to Katya. I was in a tight spot. Not as tight when I escaped the torture room, but it was still uncomfortable. I didn't want to upset Katya, yet it was painful to admit that she didn't change after losing her toes. Yeah, she was antagonistic as hell. I see sincerity. She's still young. She's probably just whatever. But again, we've had development with Polina. Why would we backstab Polina? I know Zoka don't f with her because of her past and how she was smiling when Zoka got kicked. There's some lore to it. We gotta figure it out, but I'm not gonna do that now. We gonna go with the one and only. Bro, we kissed, bro. Come on, dog. Yet, it was painful to admit that she didn't change after losing her toes. She was still the same skillful manipulator.
Кать, я уже пообещал Полине.
Katya, you see, I've already promised Polina. But
мы сейчас что-нибудь
don't
придумаем.
worry. I know what to do. I raised my
Лилия
hand.
Павловна!
Damn! She said, what, Yo, what the fuck? The teacher showed her face in the window.
Я помог Кате спуститься.
I helped.
Заберете ее?
Get down. Can you pick her up from here?
Конечно! Подожди, Катюш, я уже одеваюсь.
Did you say antivirus? Of course. Wait for me, Katya dear. I'll be right there.
Спасибо, Антон снова нас выручил.
Thank you for lending a hand. Spicy bell. Damn, she's cried. Katya just stood there, silent and pale. I got scared that she felt ill.
Ты в порядке? Голова не кружится?
Are you alright? Feeling dizzy?
Кружится.
Yeah. There was anger in her voice now.
Тебе какое дело? Обещал правду говорить?
I did. I said I promised Polina. What do you care? Didn't you promise to tell the truth?
Лжец!
You liar!
Гол с минусом, Петров!
E minus, Petrov. Oh, brother. Polina's face reddened in the cold, and I could easily imagine lightning bolts shooting out of her eyes.
Прекращай истерику, Кать!
Damn! Stop being psychotic, Katya.
Мы с Антоном могли бы довести тебя до дома, а потом пойти ко мне.
Damn! 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 Anton and I could walk you home, you bum. Maybe you'll feel your toes then when you warm up.
Конечно, конечно!
Right, of course.
Лучше к черту сходите! Оба!
It don't exist. Sorry.
Всю дорога!
Alright, bye. I was taken aback by her sudden outburst. She's just 5 stages of grief. She'll get over with it. She can look at a YouTube tutorial how to deal with the 5 stages. I don't give a so I decided to avoid further conflict. Fine, we'll go away. Yeah, look at my look, look at you. Ooh. Damn. Yo, why is she staring at him like, yo, there's something going on. What the I swear she's an animal spirit. I noticed Polina flashing a triumph smirk over her shoulder. Are all girls like that? Bro, she did that when she saw Zoka get kicked, bro. There's something going on with Polina, bro. Do they all value boys over their friends? They're not friends? What the hell? Then again, Katya and Polina weren't exactly close. I would have been honestly curious to know what happened with Katya if you went with her, but I don't know. We were consistent with Polina, so why might as well. But something telling me there's another side of Polina we don't know about. I also turned around, but the white haze are already shrouded in a lonely figure, supporting itself with the crutches.
Давит на жалость. Актриса.
That drama queen is just pleading for sympathy.
Ей действительно очень плохо сейчас.
No, she's in a horrible state right now.
Вспомни, как она настраивала всех против тебя.
Did you forget how she tried to ostracize you?
Такие люди не меняются.
Uh-oh, there is metaphysics. People like her never change.
Хотя она и не заслужила того, что случилось.
Even though she did deserve what happened to her.
Никто не заслужил.
Nobody can deserve that. Maybe a dog, dude. Right, Polina? Right? I took Polina's school bag and we started walking on a snow-laden path. Polina giggled, dodging the snowflakes attacking her face.
На коньках умеешь?
Can you skate?
Немного.
A little bit.
Сходим как-нибудь на каток.
How about we go to the skating rink later?
Ладно.
Okay.
Давай как черепахи.
Let's walk turtle style. I'ma bust my ass. We turned our backs to the wind and started walking backwards.
Под ноги смотри, упадешь.
Watch your step or you'll fall. Hey, what happened last time when we had fun? Some foul shit happened.
Куда хочу, туда и смотрю.
I look wherever I want, thank you. She wanted to look at me. As it turned out, her warm gaze Polina slipped and tumbled into the snow pile laughing. Came to rescue, picked her up as she kept on giggling, and swept the snow off her overcoat. Hey. Y'all need a heater? It's cold. You know, it's cold outside. I can't make this shit up, bro. I wrote the script, bro. I told y'all. Oh my god, bro. What are you doing? You should be depressed. I should be seeing a fucking rope on your ceiling fan. What are you doing alive? Your boy just died, bro. Oh my god, bro. Right at that moment, Bromka slipped out from behind the corner. Please don't make this a death scene. So do I gotta go with Katya, bruh? You ain't gonna gut me in front of her, right? I stood there unmoving, flapped my eyelids. I wasn't ready for a fight, but it was inevitable. Just seeing us together was enough for Romka to lose his mind. Judging by her stressed pose, Polina was afraid of the same thing. All of Romka's threats floated up in my memory. Yeah, I don't know, he don't look hostile. They gained even more weight, considering how bad Romka looked after his visit to the garage. He was pale, slouched, walking around as if in a daydream. I took a deep breath, but Romka interrupted me.
Были на уроках?
Going back from school, his question bore no threat at all. His voice was emotionless, almost robotic.
Ага.
Yeah.
Бяша объявлялся?
Have you seen Biasha? I shook my head, surprised.
Ром, Бяша был в гараже.
Brahma, Biasha was in the garage.
Был и что? Мы тоже были, живы-здоровы.
So what? We were there too, and we're safe and sound. He didn't look of sound mind to me at all.
Я не успокоюсь, пока не выясню, что с Бяшей.
I won't rest until I find out what happened to Biasha. Rumka's jaw cramped. His cheeks were white as snow, despite the freezing cold.
Бяша столько раз из дома сбегал.
Yeah, he's missing his homie. That's what's holding him down. Biasha runs away from home all the time.
Бывает, кинет камушек мне в стекло. Я окно открою, чтобы он залез.
He used to just throw a pebble into my window, so I couldn't open it and letting him.
На полу ему постелю. Он вертится всю ночь, как юла. Спать мешает.
I would make him a place to sleep on the floor, and he would toss and turn for an entire night, keeping me awake.
Зато я знаю, случись у меня какое несчастье, и он всегда на помощь придет.
But at least know that if anything bad were to happen to me, he had my back. Roma stared absently-mindedly at the falling snowflakes.
Все жду, когда Бяша снова камушек бросит.
I'm still waiting for him to throw the pebble. How are you talking so softly under this fucking abrasive ass snowstorm? Y'all see it? Nigga, this is not a movie, bruh. I cannot hear you. The last line Roma said so quietly, I could barely hear them. The confession that turned into a puff of steam that left his pallid lips. It evaporated in the frosty air of the short winter day. What the fuck? Romas pulled out a pack of posters from his coat and counted several of them, and he handed it to me. It was a missing person note for Igor Budov-Ev, alongside with Biasha's photo and discerning features. Well, that's his real name.
Развесь вдоль дороги.
Put them along the road. Without waiting for my reply, deep in his musings, like in a quicksand, he walked past us. Maybe he didn't even notice Polina, but maybe he no longer cared. His facial features were sharper, like he fought some disease for a long time, and his glassy eyes stared into space. In the next moment, he disappeared into the blizzard, and we continued our way.
Он теперь постоянно такой. Я пыталась с ним поговорить. Ни черта он не слышит.
He's always like that now. I tried talking to him, but he doesn't even pretend to listen.
Знаешь, он как скрипка с порванными струнами.
He's like a violin with torn strings.
Его мелодия угасает.
His melody is waning.
Он потерял друга.
He lost a friend.
Даже это не повод превращаться в зомби.
Even that is not a good reason to turn into a zombie. Damn, Polina, what is your standards? I need his melody to sound great. Like, bro, his melody is terrible right now because he lost his friend. Damn.
Он забил на школу.
He stopped going to school.
Боюсь, как бы не начудил чего.
I'm afraid he'll do something bad.
Каждый переживает трагедию по-своему.
Right. Everyone processes trauma in their own way.
А как переживаешь ты?
And how do you process it? How do you process it? Especially after you, like, kicking that
Я
dog
не терял
kick.
никого настолько близкого.
I haven't lost anyone that close to me.
Антон, ты сам чуть не потерялся. Мы с девочками об этом все время говорим.
You almost lost your own life, Anton. I always talk about that with the girls.
О чем?
About what?
Они считают, что у тебя железные нервы. И я
They think you have nerves made of steel, and
так считаю тоже.
I feel the same. A strange feeling took a hold of me. I was burning up from shame, but I also wanted to burst out laughing. Polina sneaked a cautious glance into the raging blizzard at some place beyond our field of vision.
Тебе совсем не было страшно?
Weren't you afraid at all?
Шутишь? Я думал, посидею.
Are you joking? I thought my hair would turn gray.
Ты и так белобрысый.
You already have white hair. Polina giggled, but then turned serious the next moment.
Мы же встречали его каждый день. Этого тракториста.
Who? We've seen that tractor driver every day.
Я постоянно об этом думаю.
I keep thinking of that.
Он выглядел таким нормальным.
He looks so normal.
Полный псих.
A total psycho like that.
Псих-то псих, но осторожный.
A cautious psycho.
Перевозил гараж в метель, чтобы к утру не оставалось следов.
He only moved the garage during blizzards, so there would be no trace of it in the next morning.
Мне ночами снится, что я выглядываю в окно, а там эта черная гадость.
Sometimes I see nightmares where I look out of the window and that black abomination is there.
Пару раз будила дедушку криками спросонку.
I even woke up my grandpa a couple of times in my waking screams.
А теперь будить некого. Деда в больницу положили.
Now I don't have anyone to wake up. Grandpa's in the hospital.
В родной спальне дрожу от теней.
I shudder from every shadow in my familiar room. Hey, bro, that's terrible, truly. Hey, man, tell him to go get this shaman, bro. Get him ready, bro. Get a new generation shaman. We walked up to Polina's front gate.
Ты и так для меня столько всего сделал. Но у меня еще одна просьба.
And what is that? You've already done so much for me, but I have one more favor to ask.
Не мог бы ты сегодня остаться?
I got responsibilities. I can't be staying at your place, girl. Come on, you know that. You know that. Can you stay at my place tonight?
Не знаю. 2 недель не прошло. Я у родителей на жестком контроле.
I don't know. It hasn't been even 2 weeks, and my parents need to keep an eye on me all the time.
Ну придумай что-нибудь.
Then think of something.
Пожалуйста, пожалуйста, пожалуйста.
Why, bro? Look, I
Я
ain't
правда
that.
буду чувствовать себя в безопасности.
You know there's monsters. You need to get back, bro. I feel much safer with you here.
Если мама разрешит, она сейчас на нервах.
Only if mom gives a green light. She's always so anxious nowadays.
Буду держать кулачки. И приберусь быстро, пока ты звонишь.
I hope for the best, and I also clean up the place a bit while you call. We entered the house. The hallway did look cold and unfriendly indeed. There's something about her, bruh. I don't know what it is. I'm curious to see what else we're gonna learn. It still looked gloom even when the lights came on. Polina pointed the phone and ran to her room. What else can we learn? They used to have clickable shit. Now it's just like dull. Can't click anything, nigga? Ain't no more clickable. Wait, who are you looking at, nigga? All right, bro. Wow, she even got my number, bro. Okay, are we gonna call? Oh, I guess we would call Anton's number. That makes sense. I gathered all my strength and dialed my home number. I wonder if we learned any more numbers we can call something different. I don't know. All right, we're going home. Can't do it. Beeps. Followed by a rustling sound and complete silence. What if that was Dad? If that was Dad, he'd say, "I'm listening." But Mom always stayed silent after picking up. Waited for the person on the other hand to speak up.
Мам, это я.
Mom, it's me.
Вас что, задержали после уроков?
Did you stay late at school?
Нет, тут такое...
No, look, Mom.
Ты не волнуйся. Мне тут грамоту дали. За человечность и мужество.
Mm-hmm. Stripes on my chest, you feel me? And don't worry, I was given this diploma for humanity and valor. I use the ace up my sleeve.
Меня бы устроили хорошие оценки, без всяких грамот.
Man, I settle for a paycheck, a job. I don't give a f about no grades. I settle for good grades without any diplomas. That Snow Queen once again.
Просто одноклассники так обрадовались за меня.
It's just my classmates were so happy for me.
И мы решили отпраздновать колой и тортом.
We decided we'd celebrate it with cake and soda. It felt disgusting to lie, but what else could I say? That I didn't get into the garage voluntarily? The only reason why I left my home that accursed day was to get rid of Zolka?
Какой торт, Антон? Кому я готовила ужин?
A cake. Anton, a dinner is waiting for you at home.
Ты снова хочешь вляпаться в неприятности?
Do you want to get in trouble again?
Я подумал...
Hold on. Thought it'd be better to stay in the crowd than go through the village alone.
К тому же там метель, и она усиливается.
Besides, there's a village out there. There's a blizzard out there, and it's getting stronger. My mom hesitated for a bit.
У отца машина опять заглохла, так бы отвез тебя домой.
Dad's car won't start again. He'd drive you home otherwise.
Хорошо, можешь остаться. Но чтобы завтра после школы сразу домой.
Okay, you could stay, but I want you home right after school tomorrow. Yes, it worked.
Ты у кого ночуешь, Антон?
At whose place would you be staying?
Чтобы я, если что, позвонить могла.
So I could call them in case anything happens.
О,
This is interesting. So you're not gonna tell it. It's obviously. I guess he don't want to know that I'm staying at Polina's, or she wouldn't want. He don't want to know that. Her to know that. I took the posters out of my pocket. My gaze crossed with Yasha's grainy photo.
у Будаева Игоря.
Oh, this is an interesting lie. Then I instinctively told her Polina's number.
3-24-92.
Передавай привет Игорю. И не забывай про лекарства.
Say hello to Igor and don't forget about your meds.
Спасибо, не забуду.
Spasiba. I won't.
Мам, а как там Оля?
Mom, how's Oya doing? Just like my mom. I'm not gonna throw shots. My mom would do that too. I ain't gonna cap. Mom dropped the call. She probably didn't even hear my last question. I put away the phone and looked into the doorway that Polina entered. The girl was stuffing things in her closet.
Можешь заходить.
You could come in.
Джоанна спряталась в шкафу, так что пока ты в безопасности.
Jonah hid in the closet, so you're safe now.
Что сказала мама?
What did your mom say? Who the hell is Jonah? I sighed in reply.
Честно говоря, думал, будет хуже. Но орёт и все.
To be honest, I thought it would be worse. She just screamed at me when I get home.
Недооцениваешь свою маму, Петров.
You're underestimating your mom, Petrov.
Значит, отпустила?
So she let you stay?
Ура, ура!
I don't know. Polina's getting weird by the minute.
Слышишь?
Hear that? Polina raised her finger. The blizzard outside was ferocious. All the streets would turn into one big snow pile coming morning. It's good to have you here. I'm such a scaredy cat.
Давай посмотрим телевизор, пока не вы...
Guys, let's watch TV before the room descended into darkness. Evil winds howled outside. Goes out.
Сглазила.
Jinxed it.
У нас такое постоянно.
This happens all the time.
Постой.
Wait up, I should have... Yo, why is there a child by herself? That's crazy work. Living in a house, in a place like this. Something rustled, then match lit up, illuminating Polina's face, and then that fire transferred to the candle. Despite the strong wind, the bedroom felt somewhat comfy now. It's like a stormy outside, but you're at home, and you know you're safe. You can even fantasize about ghost stories for the thrills. I didn't want to think about something like that. Polina lit up several candles. I guess the power went out quite often in her house.
Телевизор отпадает. Может, сыграешь мне на гитаре?
No TV for us then. How about you play the guitar for me?
Я? Да мне медведь все уши оттоптал.
Oh, me. I'm pretty much tone deaf.
Говорила я с этим медведем. Он сказал, ты преувеличиваешь.
Bro, you're the one who knows how to play music. You must be exaggerating. There's no way an artist as talented as you can be tone deaf.
Это очень просто.
Besides, it's so simple. Damn! What's up with the close-up? Get your neck out of my neck! You monster, you want to eat me now? Force monster? She brought the guitar and stood behind me. I pulled the nylon strings to the sound of dissonant protest of the lute instrument.
Говорю же.
Told you.
Тебе нужен репетитор.
You just need a tutor.
Беру дорого, но оно того стоит.
I charge a lot, but it's worth it.
Повернись-ка. Вот так. Не души ее.
Gotta turn like this. Don't smother her. Put your fingers here. I don't like this. This feels creepy. Polina molded my hand like a sculptor working with clay. So far, this episode has been so comfy, bruh. Like, I know some bullshit's about to happen, bruh. As she stood behind me, I felt the aroma of her shampoo. Warmth spread all over my body as I stopped and caring about the blizzard outside. Damn! Here and here.
Yeah.
E minor, A minor, D, G, C. Okay.
Какой-нибудь Паганини?
It's Paganini, whatever the fuck.
Если бы.
You wish.
Я эту мелодию сама написала. Нравится?
I wrote this melody myself. You like it?
Правда? Звучит как какой-то радиохит.
To me, it sounded like a hit song from the radio.
Мелодия такая цепляющая и одновременно очень знакомая.
Bro, she played it like in 3 seconds. How did you already find it catchy? This melody is so catchy and it's so familiar at the same time.
Спасибо. Ты меня прям засмущал.
Спасибо. I'm kind of embarrassed now.
Я, конечно, эстраду не жалую, но тут соглашусь. Звучит попсовенько.
I'm not a big fan of pop songs, but here I have to agree. It sounds so familiar.
Давай, ты сам сможешь.
Come on, your turn now. She's just flexing. What the fuck? Ooh, hold on. What am I supposed to do? Oh. What is this animation? Oh, I was actually supposed to pay attention? What the hell?
Ну ладно. Сальвадор Дали тоже не был великим гитаристом.
Was I supposed to copy the order of the strings?
Ты умеешь успокаивать, но лучше б я не начинал.
You sure know how to reassure, but I shouldn't have tried at all.
Попробуем сыграть еще раз.
Want to try again? No! How the fuck? What? It didn't even play that time. Oh, we were supposed to follow the ones that they highlighted.
Я безнадежен.
Okay, I mean, that's not a bad game mechanic, but it's just like, you know, it's Tiny Buddy, guys. Come on, saikono, Tiny Buddy team. Come on, guys. Don't beat yourself over up this.
Попробуем сыграть
I
еще
didn't
раз.
read that correctly. You want to try again? Oh my god, kill myself. All right, let's see. 1. 3. 4. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. 5. 1, 3. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not. Oh, shit. Okay, 1. Oh, wait. No, I got it. I don't like how she on my neck looking at me like this. It's technically 3 in my head. Okay. I guess this works.
Класс! У меня получается!
Yes, I can do it.
А я говорила, у тебя пальцы гитариста.
See, I told you you had guitarist fingers. I think it's this one.
Что ж, нужно было начать.
Oh my god, oh my brother
Привет,
bear.
король и шут.
Только если у них есть песни с одним аккордом.
Yeah.
Попробуем сыграть еще раз.
No. I'm getting tired of this game mechanic. No. Oh my god. Can I skip this? Let me end this.
Сдаешься?
Yeah.
Прости, мне легче нарисовать музыку,
Sorry,
чем
it's easier
сыграть.
for me to draw music than play it. If I skip the Steam achievement, no matter. We'll play it again. We're gonna play this anyway. I was about to return the guitar to Polina, but then she just clung to me even harder.
Эх, визуалы. Тяжко мне с вами.
You visual artists are so difficult sometimes. I went beat red to head to toe. Without even looking at the finger, but she dragged her slime fingers across the strings and a smile on her face. The guitar answered with a melody. Polina enjoyed the ease with the chords submitted to her. I was enthralled with a melody that carried me away from the winter. All of the old cursed houses stayed in the past.
Ладно, тебе не обязательно быть рок-звездой.
Fine, you don't have to be a rock star. She's just flexing on me right now. It's already enough for you to be an artist and a brave man.
Какой я смельчак. Сбежал от тебя тогда, как дурачок.
I'm not brave. I ran away from you back then, like a total moron.
До сих пор стыдно.
It's still so embarrassing. Oh shit. I accidentally skipped it. I already forgot about that. She looked at me straight in the eye and stared, made me feel cold and hot at the same time. Shall we move to the couch?
Может, переместимся на диванчик?
Okay. I felt my throat close up to her suggestion, but I still moved without hesitation. I don't trust this, bruh. Polina put away the guitar and sat next to me.
Знаешь, я хотела тебе кое в чем признаться.
I'm the Force Master.
Ты мне всегда нравился. С первой встречи. Или раньше.
I've always liked you. From the first time we met, or even before that.
Как это раньше?
Even before that.
Ну, знаешь, девочки придумывают принца.
What if she's a lice and she got rid of Caritone? And Caritone's like, obviously he's boxed with the animals before. Hold on. I'm big brain right now. Big brain. Well, you know, we girls always come up with our own prince.
Мне кажется, я тебя придумала. А ты появился.
I think I made you up, and then you become real. I felt dizzy, as if I was in a Ferris wheel that carried me up to the sky. Turns out you can fly, even without magic or technology. No, what was happening in this room was the definition of magic. Only if that magic could fight off the dark affliction that poisoned our village. Polina was waiting for something, and she wasn't the only one waiting. Uh-oh. What is watching us? So there was somebody else in the room who warranted my attention. Ugh! I looked past Polina's shoulder in frozen horror. A kid, as if grounded, stood in the corner with their back against us. A hood covered their entire head. Is that Oya or someone else? The petite silhouette almost indistinguishable from in the darkness. She already appeared before me. Or it's been the hooded person the whole time. In the garage during Lilia Polova's class. Oya? Yet the kid had always had a mysteriously vanished look like a ghost, and my Oya was alive and well.
Чего?
What's wrong?
Там кто-то есть.
There's someone's there. Polina didn't even appear into the shadows that the candlelight couldn't even reach.
Это Джоанна выбралась.
That's probably just Joanna. What the fuck is Joanna? Illuminate. I mean, I have no other choice. I brought the candle closer to the chase to chase away the illusion.
Видишь? Я же говорила.
See? Told you. A Thai cat stared at me in the light of the dancing flame. But then he sees the kid. But as soon as I moved the light, the kid's silhouette writhed in the darkness. I forced myself to look away from the annoying shadow in the corner. It was scary to talk to her, knowing that the uninvited guest was with us. It was time for me to confess.
Полина, у меня галлюцинация.
Oh, my brother. I have hallucinations. Right now?
И сейчас, и вообще.
Right now, and just in
Я
general.
вижу странные штуки.
I see strange things.
Хочешь сказать, ты сумасшедший?
So you're saying you're crazy?
Доктор говорит, это переходный возраст, и скоро пройдет. Надо принимать лекарства.
The doctor said it was a puberty thing, and it'll pass. I just need to take these meds.
Они у тебя с собой?
Do you have them on you? I nodded and I took out the package of pills.
Чего ты ждешь?
Then what are you waiting for? What was I waiting for? It's like almost like she didn't like that. I don't like this. I looked into the corner again. The silhouette didn't change its pose, but now I was sure. It was Oya. Whisper barely audible in the howling wind. I broke through the thick layers of snow from under the frozen sore if my sister was calling to me again.
Ты меня пугаешь.
You're scaring me. In the other world, Oya cried and called out my name over and over. My gaze stuck to the package of pills again. Do I have a choice? Oh, shit. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. Fuck it, bro. If the theory is true that the pills reflect like it's like anti-magic towards the monsters, I want to know what the f happens when we refuse. We've been refusing a bunch of these shit anyway. We refused the damn candy, but what if it's not an illusion? I squeeze the pills in my hand. What if Oya needs my help and wants to warn me about something?
Антон, быстрее!
Come on, Anton. I frown after seeing the fear flash in Polina's eyes. No, not even fear, but growing panic. What's going on? The crying grew louder. It filled the entire room. Polina wince? Did she just look in the corner? Can she hear it too? Yeah, it sounded like she know about it too. What the f***? So those weren't hallucinations. Polina shrieked when somebody pounded on the door with their fist. Why the cat do that? You working for these niggas? What the f? The cat rushed towards the ceiling and tearing down the curtains and disappeared into the darkness. We both shrank. So what happens if we take the pills? Would we be living in bliss? Would Polina also not see this shit, or would she see it? Someone shook her head while her whole body trembled. Oya's cries and the dreary song of the blizzard mixed into a single chorus. The door was getting pounded with hands and feet. The flames flickered and the darkness grew around thicker. Hell no. Are you home? It's just her grandpa, who just got discharged from the hospital. But why in the middle of the night? Why does his voice sound like his mouth is full of fangs?
Что ты наделал, Антон? Почему ты не выпил таблетки?
Okay. Let's see what happens. What have you done, Anton? Why haven't you take your mids? Tears burst out of the wide open eyes. Come out, my dear child. That sound like Grandpa Frost. If you don't come out in one piece, at least give me a slice. Polina cried hysterically. The porch creaked. Keraton, did he learn how to walk? Walk in the blizzard? Walk in the darkness? A monstrous figure flashed in the window. What the f is that? A hot breath made the rhyme thaw. Is that teeth? A bulging eye flashed in the resulting clean spot. Somebody huge peered into the room to make sure it was full of fresh meat. I needed that. Good old back scratcher right there. Its claws broke the icy crust and scratched the glass. Oh my god, bro. What do you want, bro? Oh my god. I haven't got the meat, huh? Now you ready to eat. It's Arby's. This is an Arby's ad. The window popped, washing us with the freezing cold. The glass fragments scattered across the floor. The bony sickles grabbed at the window's frame. The wind broke into the wind and put out most of the candles, but just a single one continued to burn after falling over. Probably so that I could see how the creatures of the night came to visit the screaming Polina. They had the leader. I covered my face with my hands from horror, looking at the giant creature that appeared in the window through my fingers. Ew! No! You gotta turn up. You gotta embrace the bunny now, bruh. These niggas is here to eat, bruh. They got the meats. It's Arby's. Its hungry eyes glowed in the semi-dark like silver moons. This pointing his finger like you f***ing daddy, nigga. I don't give a f*** about your hound dogs. You better get your ass out before I turn up. Anton, you got the bunny, right? Like, you gotta turn up, bro. There's no way this is a death. The creature reached out his hand and pointed at us like a dagger-like finger. Oh, it's over, isn't it? Pack of mad wolves rushed into the room like a current that washed away everything's past. A giant got in after them. What the f is that? That's not the Forest Master. Smoke scorched the inside of my nose. Hungry demon smirked in the red hot hell. Paralyzed with fear, I watched Paulina jump from the sofa trying to escape. She reached the center of the room and started shaking and fell to her knees at the front of the eldritch abomination. The monster that came from the forest, the chilly grave. What happened to the wolves? Oh, shit. The bunny reached out with his left paw and clutched Paulina's hair. The fingers on his right, like he turned like a fan, reveling in the helplessness of the victim. Oh, bro. Is she dead, bro? No way, bro. His claw slowly reaching the outline of the girl's face. No way you cut her. No! No! Across the jawbone, under her chin, up again. You know, you gotta keep warm, you know? Like, you just gotta keep warm. It's kind of cold. Is it cold over there for y'all? Yeah, it's cold. Y'all, I can't monetize game, bruh. Tiny Bunny. I can't monetize this. I can't monetize this. I need bread. We need bread. We have to eat. What are you doing? Bro, oh my God, bro. Please tell me this is an illusion. It's all illusion. You know, Oyo's body was cut off, bro. It was gone, bro. So this is it. We'll wake up. We'll wake up. That's for sure. That was not a joke. What the f happened? She thinks she two-faced? Why are you laughing? Don't look at me like that. Guys, this is getting blurred out. I'm just gonna let y'all know. You wanna watch this? Play the goddamn game. This is an ad. I told you there was something up with her. We should have went with Katya the whole time. It's not my fault your face looked like a goddamn Build-A-Bear. Ooh, I can put this face on, and I can switch this out. I can do this. Not my fault. Edit your character menu and change your face out. That's not my fault, you weak. Why did you go with him then? Loser? You the one who with me. What you mean, loser? Oh, bruh. You suck, bro. Bro, you suck, bro. So what, if I tried it again, you would die again? Okay, bro, whatever. What the fuck is Damn, bro. Hell no. Not my fault you got your face, Mike. Hey, bro. Toss her up, bro. Toss her up in the mouth, bro. Eat her up. All right, y'all. No way. Yo, why did y'all do this? Why did you have to get this graphic? What? You got what you want? You got a Happy Meal with a deluxe combo. Don't get f***ing greedy. I am not the meat mountain. Take your combo and leave, bitch. Looking at me like, hey, bro, you gonna pass the fries? No, I ain't got no fries. Bro, Anton, if you don't turn up right now, if you don't go bunny form, I'm quitting this game. Their muscles bulge under the dirty fur that step. The monster slowly raised his hand and poked me with his claw. We're outcast because of the likes of you. Is this thing the actual bunny? Okay, wait, hold on, y'all. It says, we're outcast because of the likes of you. The whole pack had already bitten the moon. The moon, like when we went up in the air and we were hallucinating. Is it because I've been defiant and like rejecting the candy, rejecting the pills, not accepting my monster fate? So they've been punishing y'all, or are y'all the previous monsters? Like what's going on? But you had to be special. Your meat will dissolve in stomach acid. Man, do it, do it. Man, I like to see you try. It's hating because I got clout, bro. The bit jumped on me, locking my throat and sinking through my large. Bro. So was this me rejecting the bunny inside me? So is that supposed to be me? Is that supposed to be the spirit? I got on my own saliva thinking it was blood. I opened my eyes. Voice screaming stopped, but its echo still resounded like inside my skull. The pain was gone. The wolves, the monster, the dead Polina, all of it was gone. I transported from the burning room in Carrington's house to my own saliva. Was that all just a dream? I felt around and tapped my neck. Not only that night at Polina's place, but the entire last month, the wound escaped from the garage. Was that all a product of my delusional brain? Oya was still with me on the floor, not where I left her. Now she was lying on my chest, as if I was out of it. I woke up woke up out of it, as if she was out of it. She woke up and tried to save me by calling out to me, by getting me out of the clutches of horror with her scream. Then she lost consciousness again. I leaned in and slid my fingers across her warm cheek. The blizzard crashed at my windows. The clocks ticked loudly. Black figures moved toward the house, trying. Oh, y'all, bro. Oh my God, bro. When are you off the clock? Clock out, bro. Get the off shift, dude. It's working 12 hours overtime, bro. Get off, bro. I just survived death. I gotta survive it twice. Oh my. They were hungry. They still hungry? Y'all ate the meat mountain and you still hungry? Oh my, bro. They still waiting for their treat. I needed help, so I ran into the hallway, slipping and sliding. Make a call? Hell no. Wait, do we make? I mean, we have no choice. I clutched the phone. The speaker was silent at first, but then barely audible beeps came through. I imagined the post swaying in the wind, the wires ringing as they were about to be snapped in half by hungry jaws. My fingers spun the dial. I dialed Palui's number. The phone vibrated, but the beeps as short as my breath. Finally, I called the police, but the dry female voice on the other end just kept on repeating the same words over and over. The line is busy. Useless ass pigs. I dropped the phone. So what timeline is this? Are we waking back up from when the last, like earlier, when Oya woke up, or Oya was in her fever? Like when was this? Like what happened? In the kitchen, the fridge grumbled as it turned off. The lights went out, flinging me in complete darkness. But it lasted for a moment. Okay, peculiar phantoms in my hallway that pretended to be shadows from the furniture. Ashes to ashes. Dust, dust. Started whispering a useless chant and stopped in my midway. Nature went wild on the other side of the door area. Whoever was walking towards the house, squeaking with the snow, it wasn't my parents. They wouldn't crawl on our roof, scratching it with their claws. They wouldn't look into our kitchen windows. We need to barricade ourselves before it's too late. I chopped up some cabinet with the axe and acquired some building material. Zoko circled around my legs, following all of my actions with curiosity. Okay, so like we woke up back up at the point of time where we initially obviously woke up from the dream, meeting the forest master and all of the animals. And we saw Oya. When we refused the candy, we ran away. Elisa saved us. And then we saw that like Oya was obviously ripped open. And then now we're here. Obviously in the beginning of episode 5, we saw that she's like in a fever state or whatever. But it was in her dream, in her head when that happened. It was just an illusion of the sort. But now, as we're going through the game and we're trying to like figure out what the hell's going on, some of the same events happen that happen in the other routes where, you know, we see Katya at the Black Garage. We let Zoka in before all of that. And then the parents came back and then they were like, yo, you can't have the dog here, bro. And so we had to like leave that dog, come back. I mean, you guys seen it, but like, and then we got kidnapped. And then obviously we still wind up seeing the Black Garage getting kidnapped this time. And then we see Katya, we save her, she loses a few toes. Then, you know, we get to pick to either go with Katya or Polina. Now we go with Polina, and then we have the whole scene with her, and then, you know, obviously all what we saw. And then after, so if we refused it, we see the illusions, we see all of the actual animal spirits, what we believe is to be true. Polina don't make it. We looked like we died, and then we came back and we reset it back to the point after Oya was in a fever state. So I don't know what the hell is going on. I gotta figure this out. We gotta piece this up together, y'all. So now we're boarding up because it seems like maybe we're understanding that the animals are coming. Where the f did you get the wood? Oh, brother. Is it from the fireplace? What the f is perfect ass wood? These kids are not that all right, bro. Whatever. Whatever. Let's just... I mean, this is obviously an illusion of some sort. But then I don't know, bruh. If we're to believe that these animals are of our mind or actually reality and we're just taking pills to confuse us, or taking pills to kind of like avoid all of the what's going on. Okay, so he's walking around the house. You go to the kitchen, but he end up in the Black Garage, pretending to be it. So you board up the windows. Let us in. Something evil flashed in the gaps between the planks. Feed us. Get your own food. You clearly know how to hunt. I sat on the stairs, fixed my gaze on the front door. My heart beating so fast I could use it. It could be used to hammer in nails. I sat and stared with my whole body shivering. So I thought maybe we would get possessed by the bunny spirit in order to like tap into our powers or some shit. But I guess if we're rejecting the... I mean, I don't know how this works, but like, it seemed like we were talking with the previous bunny, that eldritch type monster that they were mentioning, and with the wolves. I sat and fell into slumber. You fell to slumber and now you're here? I jumped up if something bit me. It looked like we were stuck in a shed with like claw marks. What the f? There's so much going on, y'all. I slept, my sleepiness was washed away by the incessant ringing of the doorbell. Did Dad return with the doctor, or was it Mom carrying bags of medicine? Or maybe that pack of hungry animals showed up to dine. I sneaked around the hallway, the planks under my feet squeaked to give me away.
Кто там?
Who's there? Silence. Or did someone answer me, but was silenced by the blizzard? Bro, there's no point. Pressed my face against the peephole, but it was shaded with rime. Were they wearing a mask? Probably not. I had a chance of getting help from the night guest or being torn to pieces by right in the hallway. Zoka trotted by my side from the kitchen and snarled at the door. It was angrily crawling at the floor. Oh, dude, this is so confusing. Okay, let's just not let him in. I backed away from the corridor and embraced the shadows. Knocking somebody's knuckles rocked down the window, insisting on being let in. No way. Wherever it is, they're not welcome here. This is I'm not a human, y'all. I'm not trying to be stupid. Mom and Dad had their own keys to the house. That meant for the unexpected visitor to be clearly a threat. I knew we were home alone. Porch creaked. The guests clearly changed their mind and left, disappearing in the wind. Suddenly, the lights went out. Darkness splashed from all nooks and crannies. The blizzard's moans intensified. I blinked like crazy, clutching the handrails. Uh-oh. Sounds of the flutes enveloped the house, streaming through the cracks of the decrepit walls. Somebody pounding on the door. Okay, uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Okay. I wonder if the person that we let in would have been someone that could help us out. I guess they're coming after us.
Дай нам отдохнуть в твоих горячих кишках. Утоли наш голод.
Okay. Interesting. A huge deformed hand held out a bunny mask full of borrows and worms in one platoon. They're offering the bunny mask. Plug my ears with my fingers. Nasty voice subsided, only to be replaced with another sneering voice. There's another bunny. Or, okay, so it's that bunny again, I think. You must feed them.
Или сам стать мясом. Твоя очередь. Посмотри на меня.
I shifted my gaze to the axe. Blade reflected my twisted face. I couldn't recognize myself.
Вот так. Выбирай тщательнее. Не...
Right in front of me, illuminated by the blue light on the blade of sharp claws, there was a silvery bunny mask.
Наше настоящее лицо.
Our true face.
Оно поможет отомстить нам тем, кто бил и унижал нас.
Hit and bullied us.
Поможет стать настоящим собой. Никто меня не видит. Значит, самое время выбрать.
So we're gonna wind up sacrificing him? Or the dog? Wait, what? Okay, wait. Do we sacrifice ourselves or we sacrifice Oya? Is that what it's saying, or is it saying that we... The axe fell to the floor. My hand instinctively reached for the mask. I accepted it, ran my fingers through my hair, put it on in a triumphant manner for some reason. My face, my protection. Interesting. Then my fear receded. It left my body as soon as the foreign organism that writhed inside. Out of my feeling be... Okay. It'll be all over soon. Peace and quietness will come. I looked at my sister, who was still sleeping innocently on the floor. The only regret I had was not to be able to see her when she grows up. When she would be finally able to achieve our dream of going to Disneyland. Paws retreated from the cracks between the boards and crawled away. Ooh, okay, wait. Farewell, violent girl. I was already in the hallway when Oya called out through her sleep. Grave wolves will stand. That was episode 4's name? Title name? That's episode 5, right? Or am I stupid? I didn't stop. I said I grabbed the door handle. When I woke up, I heard the joyous and evil howls of the blizzard. When I walked up to the door and opened, and I saw my big brother in the darkness. Oh, we switched to Oya now? Oh no. He stood still, and the snowstorm was nothing for him. Single heavy tear fell on my lashes. Black shadows dashed around Anton only to pounce on him in every direction a moment later. Surprised that he didn't scream. Even I welled from terror and just endured it as he bit up on his tongue. He probably did that to avoid waking me up. Jesus Christ, bro. Look at this bastard, this rat bastard. Oh my God, bro. Okay. They pounced and crushed it, tore apart bore their claws into his chest, ripped out 2 small pouches that immediately closed over their mouth. The scream was gone, suffocating the wind. God damn, bro. So this is the ending where, okay, where's my boy? A child missing, left his home and had to return. Okay. Oh, what is this? It says present day. Okay, wait, hold on, y'all. We got a little bit left. Oh, shit.
Ольга, ты уснула?
Oh, shit. Is this an actual legit ending? Olga, can you hear me? It's Oya, she's more older. I unglued myself from the window and sneakily wiped my moist eyes. Mom was helping Anya take her shoes off in the hallway. Oh nah, no way she started a new family.
Захлопоталась у плиты.
What the fuck? Why? Y'all know what y'all doing. Come on, bro. That was little Oya, bro. What y'all doing? I was busy with the stove. My elder daughter minced away toward the bathroom. Such a big girl. Almost as old as I was when we moved to the village.
А маму поцеловать?
Damn, she got old, crusty ass. Won't you give mommy a kiss?
Сейчас, мамуль!
I'm coming, mommy.
Сюрприз для тебя!
I have a surprise. Damn, man, you get Bill okay? Hold on. Mom entered the kitchen. She took the shawl off her silvered hair. After Dad died back in 2010, her hair went super white super fast. Ooh, wait, what? Even the wrinkles couldn't deprive of her usual regal beauty. She often visited us in the city nowadays in her big bright 3-room apartment.
Ох, метет.
Such a snowfall outside, Hugh.
И как ты в деревне своей через лес ходишь по такой погоде?
How do you even go through the forest near your village in such conditions?
Привыкла уже.
You get used to it.
Вот недавно Тихонова встретили по
I met
пути, он сумки донес.
Wait, did y'all move? So y'all moved to the big cities? Damn, did he move with y'all too? Tihono?
Помнишь его?
Remember him? Image of a strict policeman floated in my mind. His strong hands carried me out the house that unfortunate night.
Как он?
How's he doing?
Да старый пень.
Being an old fool.
Зимней рыбалкой пенсию коротает.
Spending his days winter fishing after retirement.
Да бездомных собак подкармливает окаянный, спасу от них нет.
He keeps on feeding those goddamn stray dogs. Can't stand
А как
them.
садик?
How's kindergarten?
Утренник хороший был. Аня довольна.
What the hell is that? Oh, Twinnick, I need to know. The type of entertainment event for a kindergarten and primary school. Featuring stage plays, contests, and other activities, okay?
Вы-то тут как? Где муж?
And how have you been? Where's your husband?
Так он в смену сегодня.
He's on his
Зато на
shift today.
праздники дома.
He'll be back home for the holidays.
Антона еле уложила.
I could barely calm Anton down.
Опять бессонничает.
Does he still have trouble sleeping?
Мечется во сне.
He's always kicking and turning in his sleep.
Кошмары, что ли, снятся.
I guess he having nightmares, I
Младенцы
guess.
кошмаров не видят.
Babies can't have nightmares.
Это колики все.
That's just cramps.
Что в сумках?
Okay, what's in the
По
bag?
списку.
Everything we
Мясо
need.
для холодца, соленые
Meat for
огурцы,
cuddled
винегрет,
dits,
конфеты.
pickled cucumbers, vinaigrette candy.
Шампанское завтра куплю. И к празднику готово.
I buy champagne tomorrow. We'll be ready to celebrate. The kettle starts whistling on the stove. Aroma of food wafted across the kitchen. I was stirring the stew. I looked in the hallway and a fox girl stood there. My spoon fell out of my hand.
Мам, а я лисичка.
They try to jump scare with that shit. Boy, stop it. I gulped and forced out a smile. She got trauma. That was an innate trauma response. A kid with an ordinary piece of plastic with a nose and whiskers painted on it.
Иди ко мне, солнышко.
Come here, sunshine. Anya came over without a word.
А как же мне тебя целовать в маске-то?
How am I supposed to kiss you when you're wearing that?
А вот так.
Easy. I smooched the cool plastic. I instinctively wiped my lips with my forearm.
Лучше сними.
Can you take it off, please?
Но я же лисичка.
But I'm foxy. But mom watched her granddaughter as if remembering some distant memory. The lightest of smiles flashed on her withered face.
Снимай, кому говорю.
I
Кушать
said,
будем.
take it off. We're about to eat. Little Anton cried into the next
Ну
room.
вот, разбудила братика.
See, you woke up your little brother.
Иди, я поставлю на стол.
Go, I'll serve the table. Anya the fox danced around like mom. I went to the hallway and heard the conversation behind me. Granny, I want to play hide and seek. And who's it? My poor bones. Well, fine. Uh-oh. She got scared with that. Is that how you summon them? No way. No way that they're not hinting that you can summon them by just saying that chant. No way, bruh. I shut my eyes, fighting back the sudden fit of migraine. 6 on end. Wolf Grace was ooh, that's trauma. That house is cursed, by the way, y'all. Little Anton, named after his late uncle, moaned in his crib. I felt milk rush to my nipples, followed by that feeling of oppressive anxiousness. Hungry beasts were dancing in a circle in front of my eyes. We danced, they said. We always dance and we're always hungry. I got close to the crib and looked inside. My son waved his tiny fist in the air. There was an old mole-eaten mask on his chest. I gazed into the empty cavities of his eye holes. The darkness itself stared back at me. No!
Yo, alright, y'all. This is ghetto. I know. I was gonna set up my camera, turn on my lights, stuff that. Bruh, I don't got time. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This Tiny Money video, it's been a while. It's been taking me all day to edit. As y'all know, I'm not gonna make this long, but I've said it before in the video, I just don't got enough time. So I'm trying to make sacrifices to get this out because I know you guys really want to see this part and it just came out and I don't want to keep y'all waiting. But y'all know it is literally Sunday right now, 12:53 a.m. and I'm still editing the video. Might as well just make a quick little conclusion outro thing. It's ghetto, who cares? I appreciate all the love and support again, really do. Yeah, I'm just gonna save all my theories and thoughts for the next video. I think it's just too much to include right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Y'all let me know your thoughts and theories down below. I have so much thoughts and theories. I'll save that for the next video. But for now, I want to just get this video out done to y'all. So we're going to conclude here. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all let me know your theories. Join the Discord if you want to chop it up with me or anyone else. And post your theories on there. And if you want to be included in the video, that's a surefire way. Or if you guys want to just comment in the below and just let me know what you think. We get it popping. But either way, I appreciate that love. I gotta get back to editing. Peace.